I know the plot of it before I ever seen it look. Chapter we on, gotta scare, they gotta show. Now I'm the monster you created. I'm nowhere close to being the same person that you did. I'm so tired of feeling jaded. You see the person that I'm becoming and now you hate it. We switch roles and now you wanna settle down. It's too late for that, my foot is on the pedal now. I never ever wanted to be up in this place. I never ever wanted these hoes up in my face. Begging me slow down, fuck that, pick up the pace. Catching them checks that you rolling like I work at Chase. Reading your message, you saying that this shit too much for you. This uncertainty is making you uncomfortable. How the fuck this shit make you uncomfortable when you don't mind? When you don't mind? I guess it ain't no fun when the rabbit got the gun. I guess when it's my turn, you wanna be done. Consequences heavy on your chest, weigh like a ton. I'm guessing when it's my turn, you just wanna run instead of deal with it. Now you tuck your tail and you run instead of deal with it. You can't live with shit that you done. Looking in the mirror at the monster you created, wondering why I'm not the same nigga that you dated.
Say that again? All right, bet. Yo, chat, what is good? What is good? What's the word? What's the word? Hey, man, first and foremost, good afternoon. Did I just break my damn chair? Oh, no, it raised all the way up here. Okay. Hold up, let me put it. Ooh. Headrest. I like this. I actually have a headrest. Oh, man. All seriousness, what's good, everybody? Welcome in. First and foremost, YouTube, I see y'all spamming up real early, man. Shout out to everybody in this mug. Twitch, I see y'all lagging a little bit. It's my streamer anniversary. You know what I mean? The first time I've ever streamed on Twitch. So, you know what I'm saying? Make sure if y'all see the little pop up in the chat, make sure y'all hit the little shout out button and all of that. You know what I'm saying? What's good with everybody though? Other than that, we got a lot to talk about, man. 2K. It starts today. 2K starts today. Hey, Fat Man's TV, I see you over there. Appreciate the follow, Fake Cool Guy. So basically, 2K has released embargoes. I'm going to tell you guys what we most likely will be seeing today is going to be a lot of gameplay. Just straight up gameplay. I mean 5v5 gameplay. A lot of play now. And the reason I believe that this is going to happen is because tomorrow, I believe that the content creators will be pushing out their build content because the new builder for mobile for 2K HQ app will be dropping tomorrow. So I don't think we will see any build videos until tomorrow. Obviously, I'm going to be up. I'm going to be at it. I'm going to be on top of that content early in the morning. So what will probably happen is we'll probably start seeing stuff around like maybe 11 or 12 p.m. Eastern. I'm sorry, 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. Eastern tomorrow. And I will be on top of that. I will I guess I'll stream a little bit of that, break a couple things down. I'll talk to a couple content creators and see what they have coming up. But also, stop talking in quotation. Can't, bruh. But what was I going to say? Tomorrow's a huge day. Tomorrow is Call of Duty Modern Warfare 4 COD Next event. So I will be streaming that on both my platforms. That means here on YouTube and here on Twitch. So make sure that you guys subscribe to the channel. Make sure that you follow me on Twitch, either one. And I will be live tomorrow on that content as well. So we'll be playing a lot of, modes on there and stuff like that. Nate, what's good, mama? The 2K, yes, the 2K app drops tomorrow. I'm not sure if they're going to drop at 9 a.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. Eastern, or 12 p.m. Eastern, but within that 4 to 5 hour window, the app will be dropped. We all will have that content to, look over, try out stuff like that. I will be using my iPhone to stream the builder from the phone. So just know I'll have phone content for y'all to actually watch and, stuff like that. You see he's slipping that promo in there. See what I did? Yeah, you see what I did. You feel me? Let me see. You said they could have just dropped a demo. Okay, so to that question, Calx, 2K probably won't never do that. If I'm being honest with you, we haven't made enough rapport with them with the 2K conglomerate in order for them to look out for us and give us betas and things of that nature. Now, this is the crazy thing, right? If you pre-order the game for 2K, it used to be August 28th that you'll be able to play the full game. Now they've moved that up 2 days to August 26th. And for whatever reason, I'm guessing that's because the 2K HQ app is probably ready to roll, ready to go. And it's nothing probably wrong with that app right now. So since we're going to see a lot of people making builds on the 21st via their phones, I believe they're probably like, yo, the game is probably already ready to launch. It's already done. Everything seems fine. And they feel like that 2 day early is enough. Maybe they got enough that like they maybe might need more data for that 2 days for that day one patch coming probably September 4th or sometime after that they have to send up Sony and Microsoft. What y'all got to understand is when patches and stuff like that, like huge things drop for video games, they have to approve these things with these conglomerates, right? So 2K is probably going to take all the data that we collect. They're probably going to be watching us closely, seeing how we play the game, seeing what problems, what issues will arise by the community, and patch all of it for the global release that doesn't take an effect for anybody who pre-ordered the game. So for everybody who pre-ordered the game, you have to understand you are technically a beta tester. You're technically someone who is playing the game early to test all of the issues out. And those are some of the issues that we have to deal with. Like, for instance, everyone knows when certain electronics and shit come out, right? You ever notice like the people that get those day one pre-orders and stuff like that, so many fucking issues happen. People's phone batteries going to have people's phones blowing up, screens tearing and all of these things, the light fixtures in the app, the app itself, as far as like the iOS and all of that type of stuff be all messed up, and they got to drop new patches on top of that. Appreciate that follow. That's the same shit that we do with video games now. For whatever reason, we are all beta testers, but I don't have a problem with it because I feel like as long as the company is dropping a beta long before the game drops and they're testing their servers, they're testing their anti-cheat software, they're like those are the things that I like to hear from game companies. And that's why I'm kind of like dope that I get to play MW4 early because they're actually testing out everything. They're sending this shit out openly to the world, you know what I'm saying, after COD Next, and they're testing everything just to see what holds up, what the issues are, what they can address before the actual game drop. So I'm pretty hype about that. Now, yes, Nay, appreciate you for dropping in the Discord as well. If you guys want to play 2K with me all year long, join my Discord. My Discord is open to everyone, so make sure you pull up, you drop your Discord name inside the chat. Make sure you get your 2K rolls when you come to the Discord, all of that jazz. But let me go ahead and stop chatting real quick. Let's see. All right, so this is the first thing we're going to do. Let's react. Okay, so chat, the first video that we are going to watch is from Laker Fan. If you don't know who Laker Fan is on YouTube, check him out. He is one of the people that I go to for sure when it comes to slashing. Laker Fan, D-Man, and sometimes Brother Jones. But mainly Laker fan and D-Man are the people that I go to when it comes to dunking content. So make sure y'all definitely check them out. But let's go ahead and check out Laker fans video real quick. Let's see.
Alright, what's up, y'all? It's Laker Fan here. As it's about to title today's video, we have the official dunk meter test of NBA 2K27. Now,
This gameplay. Hold on. Am I on this is 480p, baby girl. Let me get that right for y'all. God damn.
Now, I'm starting you guys off with some clips of these elite dunkers going.
Oh, and first off, just to let y'all know, let me move my cam real quick. I actually, don't get me wrong, I think I like my cam where it is. I think I like my cam where it is. What do y'all think, chat? No, you know what? Let me come back to this cam. I like this cam better. I like this cam better. This cam allows me to control like other things, like the power button, the play button and stuff like that. But what I want to say is this is the new layout to NBA 2K. For whatever reason, of course this is PvP, by the way. Just to let y'all know, this is not PvE. This is PvP, I believe. Because you see that there are two player indicators under each player. So this right here is PvP. A top left cam won't work for this because this is PvP gameplay. So what this means is it's player versus player, and they have two above me. There are two my players, well, not my player stats, but player stats for both players involved. So my cam up in the top won't work on this gameplay. But how we feeling about the new scoreboard? I know we really didn't ask that question in last stream on YouTube and Twitch, but how are we liking the new scoreboard? Dead center, super small and compact, but it kind of get the job done. It has your team, how many fouls you have, what quarter it is, how much time is left on the shot clock, how much time is left in the corner, and of course the huge 2K27 logo in the middle. If I'm being honest, like that's just fucking smart branding, bro. Being able to just have your logo on top of everything in game is just, you know what I'm saying. But yeah, I feel like I like the scoreboard. I don't know how you guys will feel, but I like it because it also lets you know who's home and away as well. As you can see, Portland has the white, Minnesota has their away color, and you know what I'm saying, as their solid, thing. So and it's dope because Minnesota has the green text. Like you would have thought, like you would have been scared thinking like, okay, well this text would just automatically be white, but it's not. It's actually their green from their secondary color of their uniform. So I actually like that. You said the shot clock needs to be bigger. Well, if I'm being honest, let's go ahead and watch this gameplay and see if they have the shot clock on the court like they did last year. And also you still have this shot clock as well. And if I'm being honest, if you playing 2K, what do? Do you look at the shot clock on the scoreboard, or do you look at the shot clock above when you're playing on 2K cam? Let me know what you do. Or are you just dribbling and doing all of these moves until you hear fucking 5 seconds like deep. Like let me know how y'all do it though.
Elite rim protectors, because let me tell you, you're gonna see in the rest of the video, this dunking is out of this world. It's unbelievable. However, I do want to show you that there is balance to this at the beginning of this, because I'm sure you're going to see in a lot of other people's videos dunks popping off, because a lot of the community day was smalls versus smalls. It was going to be people with high dunk ratings like Ja Morant going at someone like Anthony Edwards, where it's going to be a lot of, in the paint collisions like this, where you have people with really bad interior defense being dunked on. So first and foremost, what I really want to say about the dunking is that I am ecstatic that something like this is a thing. Truly, we've gone multiple years in the past, I would say at least 2 of them, if not all 3 of them over the last 3 years, all the way back to 2K24, have been a world where you as a small guard are safe from being contact dunked on as long as you're standing in the somewhat right spot. But nowadays, even if
okay,
that's the case, if you don't have good interior defense, you are getting dunked on in.
And listen, Ja Morant did his signature dunk where he opened his legs. But the only thing is, with the opening of his legs, you can tell that the new collision system in 2K is activating before Ant-Man can get pulled into an animation where he's actually getting jumped over.
And I want to,
you know what I'm saying? You see how he fucking fell backwards, you know what I'm saying? Oh, dual cam. Oh shit, that's me, Mr. Dual Cam out here in the motherfucking streets. My bad. By the way, appreciate those 30 roses, not sniper. Appreciate that. Let me go ahead and turn on alerts as well, man. Let me go ahead and turn on alerts. Let me see. Okay. All right, we got alerts going on now. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Okay, let me see.
To start off with those first two clips, because it just so happens to be how the gameplay kind of set up, but also that I really wanted to show people like Donovan Clingan, who's like a really tall 7'2", 7'1" big. Same with Rudy Gobert, 7'1", obviously like the best rim protector in the league, other than maybe Wemby, you know. But Gobert's low key just built for rim protection, and that's about it. But long story short, you'll see more and more, you know, clips of John Morant trying to go at Rudy Gobert, and it never ever works, bro. It truly just never works.
I want to see. I want to see what it looks like when Ant is standing outside of the dead zone, though. I want to see what it's like when Ant is not under the rim, but right outside the cylinder.
Continue to get into the gameplay and stuff like that. But what I do want to show you guys real quick is I have a bullet point list right here that I want to go over just to give you a guide for what you're going to see in today's video. Not to mention, big shout out to D-Man for teaming up with me.
See, I told y'all, bro. Listen, I knew D-Man was somewhere, bro. I didn't know he was actually in this video, but I told y'all, bro, D-Man is known for fucking dunking, bro.
Truly one of the best slashers in this community, and I really wanted to reach out to him for an idea like this, where we would pair up together and just go head-to-head, basically. So at this community day, me and him are just going at it. He's using the T-Wolves, I'm using the Trailblazers. But as you will see in this as well, we're going to use multiple different teams, multiple different players. We're going
Nah, no ball head today.
to have stuff like LeBron and Zion going at it later. We have also two.
You said just look at chat once in a while. It shouldn't hurt, I promise you. What do you want? What, bro? Listen, you have to understand, bro. I'm just as locked in as you are. Like, don't you understand? I haven't seen these videos either, bro. And I'm fucking looking at every little intricate detail. And if I look over at chat, I'm gonna have to turn the video back every 30 seconds. Every 30 seconds. Shit. Throw something at me at least so I can hear it in my headset. God damn it, you spam type, just throw a rock or something. I'll get it. Shit.
Giannis's, so we can test basically how good is, like, you know, Giannis as a slasher versus like the top level of defense you get out of Giannis as well, which is very, very respectable for that matter too. We have Wemby of standing dunk tests against himself as well. But yeah, Giannis with the Euro spin hop gathers and stuff like that, trying to get some vibe checks on that. But to start us off, it basically goes in this order. It's not going to be direct like that. I obviously don't have timestamps or anything like that either. It's a little bit more scattered, but as a generality, this is probably how you're going to see this video develop. Working out the kinks a little bit, trying to learn how to set up our test as well as possible. Just make sure that we're actually getting like clean dunk on each other animations and setting things up in a way that I want to, as far as like too far into the rim, in the dead zone, if you will. Then like as a recovering defender where you're like trying to move forward and take position, if you will, to like cut them off as a dunker. And then also multiple different reps of like takeover for
people on Xbox, check your Xbox points. If you have 100,000 points, you can get the $100 version pretty much free and $150 version for $46. Xbox users, I hope y'all heard that. That's a little tidbit from King LeBron.
Instance, different varying levels of obviously paint defense capability. You will see a lot of us going like guard for guard, where we're going like, you know, Ja and Edwards like going head to head, basically with dunking on each other. But again, we'll start mixing in better interior defending players as we go as well. So as you can see, takeover going crazy at some point is going to pop off for D-Man getting the takeover to light up with Anthony Edwards. Guard versus mediocre bigs. So we sub in like the backup bigs of each of the teams and kind of just like some 6'9", 6'10" guy that's like kind of mid at interior defense. The type of stuff that low key, if you're not too hip to it, you would probably make those types of builds if we're being completely honest. You know, in a lot of the previous years, interior defense block, they've been
Yeah, I use my points to get some cash discounts too. I ain't telling y'all what I paid.
Completely disregarded.
Appreciate that follows, Andre.
And I'm glad that I think we're actually looking at a situation like this. Now, I don't know if people come.
Where's the Discord link? Somebody on YouTube type in !Discord over there, please. So they can get the Discord link.
complain and cry enough about the dunking. It probably will get nerfed potentially, but I'm here in today's video to show you guys that elite rim protectors, or let alone even just respectable rim protectors, are able to defend themselves against the really good slashers of the world. Even just Giannis, you actually did see my notes right here, surprisingly in favor of the defense. The Giannis versus Giannis, I'd like to think he's a better dunker than interior defender, and he was still getting the job done.
Whoa. Hold on. You would like to think Giannis is a better dunker than an interior defender? No, man. I don't think that. Y'all think Giannis is a better dunker than an interior defender? I remember Giannis used to stand at the foul line and be able to get to any point on the court. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't say back when he was younger, but literally at any given time. I just feel like Giannis is so long that he can get to the rim kind of with ease. And like, I feel like, yeah, over the years, he built up his strength and stuff like that. But I wouldn't call him a better dunker than defender, because when we think about better dunkers, right, are we thinking like better finishers, or are we talking about somebody who can pull out an insane type of dunk? Like, what are we thinking there? Are we thinking like maybe better finisher than dunker? Because like when I think dunker, like I'm thinking like somebody like Zach LaVine, Aaron Gordon, like somebody who can pull out tricks and stuff like that and contort their body to do certain things. You know what I'm saying? Like even back in the day when LeBron was super young and he used to like start a dunk and then move the ball out the way of a defender and then finish and stuff like that. Like I'm thinking like hang time and, you know what I mean, being able to contort your body and stuff like that. But yeah, I don't know. That's just me. Giannis in the past couple years have made some business decisions in the paint because he had Brook Lopez, a taller, wider defender, in the paint already. So he didn't have to really do it all. I get that for sure. It's like he was able to not destroy his body playing both sides of the ball like he used to back in the day, having to do it all. He kind of like said, yo, we got Lopez now. I can come in for the help. I ain't just gotta stand there no more. I ain't gotta go like this no more. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gotta stand there and just head be on a swivel. Like who gonna do what the whole time? Like I get it.
In that regard as well. So real quick, I do need to shout out 2K. I need to get this out before I get too deep in the video. I do appreciate them for bringing me out to the community day to get the early footage right here. This is obviously what you guys are seeing right now is the community day 2K27 footage of me and D-Man playing against each other on the same console. So anyway, Gobert gets some reps of showing rim protectors are insane. I truly do think that this level of like interior defense, or even block for that matter, it's truly going to be valuable. And I don't think you can come out here with some garbage interior defending big anymore, bro. You're going to be on display in today's video. You will also see that there is proof it was on Superstar. I ended up changing it to Rookie on purpose, and we like kind of showed like look how ridiculous it was. It was the only time I even got a dunk on Gobert was when we changed it to Rookie, and I got an and one on it, and the free throw pops off, and you can see that it's visibly a way bigger free throw than what we were playing for the whole rest of the gameplay of it being on Superstar. So yes, the difficulty changing at the menu did work. You couldn't change the difficulty in the game. It was really weird, but thankfully, the difficulty did save based off what you put it on for the menu. So there's that. We have LeBron versus Zion, wing versus wing reps that we'll get as well. If you are in the paint, if you are like square below that cylinder, you are done, man. Dead zone is dead in this game. You cannot simply sit below the basket and consider yourself to be square in front of a dunker, and that just stops them from getting a good meter.
Hold on, dead zone is dead. I think he worded that wrong. I think like dead zone just has been a dead zone for years. Like get the fuck out that dead zone. That's been the premise of 2K. Don't stand under there. Don't stand under there, bro. But I get what he's saying, but his wording on the sheet is wrong. Dead zone is much alive. It's much alive. Get the fuck out of there. Run as fast as you can. If you see a motherfucker slashing from the corner, get from up under that rim. You better either run the other way or run towards them. Don't be under there waiting. You're going to get dunked on.
26, 24. I hated that. It was really stupid, if you ask me, that you could be 5'7", come out here with like, 25 interior, 25 block. And as long as you were standing in a decent spot, as far as positioning goes, you're going to shrink the meter every single time. Stupid.
That wasn't a dead zone issue though. That was a 2K issue. that had nothing to do with the dead zone. For small guards that can impact dunks and stuff like that, that was a 2K in their meter, in their logic issue. That wasn't a dead zone issue. That was just the logic of the meter going up against smaller players. That was that issue. That wasn't a dead zone thing.
So glad, absolutely so glad that we are back to some realistic dunking gameplay where you can get poster dunks on people if they are mediocre to bad interior defenders. So anyway, more mediocre but still capable contact dunkers going at it. We have Brandon Miller versus Ben Caro. They're both, if I had to guess, around like high 80s driving dunk, if not like really low 90s, something like that. So it's not going to be the types of capability that you'd see out of things like, you know, Giannis being 6'11" for that matter too. Granted, Ben Caro is 6'10", but also, obviously, Anthony Edwards and Ja Morant are like the most elite of elite dunkers, but are smaller guards. So we want to get some variety here. So we get a couple like taller, big wings, if you will, while also just getting like bigs like Ben Caro and Giannis into the mix. Basic dunkers, Luka and Hallie. I wanted to see like what open dunks look like.
There he is.
Big thanks for the resub Darius 5793. Yo, bald guy wheelet, how's it going, my guy? Checkered flag emoji, present emoji, lock emoji, thumbs up emoji, black tick mark emoji, confetti ball emoji, birthday cake emoji, angelic face emoji, mind blown emoji, shushing face emoji, devilish face emoji, alien emoji, peace sign emoji, flexed bicep emoji, praying gesture emoji, index pointing at the viewer emoji, eyes emoji, man shrugging emoji, man face palming emoji, man raising hand emoji, person in manual wheelchair facing right emoji, woman in motorized wheelchair facing right emoji, person with white cane emoji, crown emoji, eagle emoji, goat emoji, Christmas tree emoji, basketball emoji, rugby football emoji, trophy emoji, gold medal emoji, video game emoji, car emoji.
Shit like that, shit like that, shit like that.
Yo, Ladarius, appreciate that fucking sub, bro. Ladarius always doing that shit. Lay Brown, what the fuck I do? What I do, bro? God damn.
With 70-ish ratings. So how often can you even trigger them in traffic? What do the open dunk meters look like? If we were concerned about something like that, it was one of my concerns coming in, was that potentially if they didn't have this balance correctly on open dunks, you might see like 70s to 75s. Like if the game were to be like how it was last year and you try and meter dunk with 70 dunk, it's going to look awful. Even though
I got it. Don't you worry. Don't you, hey. Don't you worry, brother. I got it, brother. Don't worry, brother. Hold on. I got it. Don't you worry, brother. I see it. I see D-Man just dropped a new video, brother. I got it. Don't worry. I'm here. I'm locked in. I'm locked in.
Even on wide open, but it does look very.
Did my son leave yet? Yeah, bro. I posted on my IG his room. I posted it on my IG story.
Respectable in this game for sure. So I must say, I think they did a really good job here. I know you're going to hear a lot of like disagreement on that like dunking is way too overpowered, and I'm biased in all fairness, but obviously, you know, I do stand on my opinion quite a bit here of just the fact that like I don't think a lot of the people you're going to be watching, other than like these interactions, including a lot of these interactions right here as well, are going to be going at situations like this. Someone like Ja Morant in level of interior defense trying to guard someone like Anthony Edwards level of interior offense, if you will, or just the dunking. I mean, like, truth be told, these two should never stop each other if you're looking at it from the ratings perspective. That's just kind of my take on that. So we will start mixing this up a little bit, like I showed you guys on the kind of notes section right there, how the flow of this video is going to go. So I appreciate it if you guys are watching. This is going to be quite a bit longer of a video, but it's going to be my only video of the day. If you guys haven't seen what the embargo looks like, as far as what we're allowed to post, today is like my NBA, Play Now, I should say. Play Now, my team, and then like Rucker Park, stuff like that.
Okay.
So me and D-Man decided to come do this test on the Play Now right here in order to give us something to post on day one. It potentially could have been a better test in, like, let's say maybe the My Player Builder, or like the My Court, if you will. Would have had to wait though until day 2 for that, and I think I'm going to prefer to do a lot of gameplay stuff as far as that goes. But we are here to break down so much of this, and I truly do think, even though it's not with quote-unquote contact dunk animations as a good example, this is still great footage for you guys to be able to see dunking interactions. Like, look at this. I mean, don't get me wrong. Once again, LaMelo Ball is not the greatest interior defender ever, but even the level that you might see of interior defense of smaller guard or taller guards that have like around 60 something interior defense and like maybe 50-ish block, I'd assume LaMelo Ball should be in that type of category. I mean, he is 6'6", 6'7", something like that. And as you can see, the contact dunk animation frees up Ja's meters so much on this, and it's honestly unbelievable. I can totally acknowledge, I do think that the meter dunk is looking quite overpowered. Do I think that's, I mean, it might be.
Whoa, brother. Whoa, brother, you shouldn't say things like that, brother. You should never say something looks overpowered when it's for the offense of slashers. Slasher gang or no gang, bruh. You never supposed to say that shit overpowered, G. Damn, man. You supposed to say, man, this shit is looking perfect. No changes needed. God damn it, bruh.
You know, maybe they need to tone it down a little bit, but
Whoa, you telling niggas to tone it down? No way, Laker fan, no. No way, you said they needed to tone it down. What's wrong with you? Come on, Laker fan, come on, man. Hey, Justin, appreciate the likes on TikTok, bro.
you won't hear me vouching for that. I mean, obviously I'm biased, but as you can see, like, you know, we got Denny right there trying to defend Anthony Edwards on the drive. It's smaller than a lot of the previous ones have been showcasing, and Denny's like a taller wing as well, but like not nearly as bad of an interior defender as someone like Ja Morant or Anthony Edwards would be. Now, the interactions that I am getting out of this is that vertical and stuff like that is not going to matter as far as like your paint defense. Obviously, something that Ja and Edwards both bring to the table is going to be elite vertical, you know, the ability to jump with the person that you're actually trying to defend. It would appear to me that obviously block rating and
big thanks for the resub blocks_b_gaming21. Yeah.
Yo, Black B Gaming, appreciate the big prime sub for 22 months, bro. What's poppin' with you?
interior defense are going to matter a whole lot more in this regard. Now,
holy shit. Holy shit.
I do want to mention this. Me and D-Man kind of both agree on this one. Slashing takeover, I think it was called Airspace. Yeah, I believe that's definitely what it was. Airspace. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. This might have to get nerfed. That is insane.
Did you just tell these niggas to nerf a takeover?
New York Minute just gifted 10 subs.
New York! We back, nigga! We back! Come on home, cuz. Stop making all that motherfucking money on the motherfucking car businesses and come on over here, man. Get the fuck out. Come back to the country, nigga. I know you still in Dubai or some shit. Bring your ass home, cuz. It's time to come back, man. 2K on the way, bruh. It's time to come back, New York. Let's fucking go, bruh. You know what I'm saying? The chat, tell my guard to come home, man. Tell my guard to come home. Hey, yo. You said if D-Man is saying it needs to be nerfed, it must be OP. So should we watch D-Man's real quick? Should we watch D-Man's real quick? Because I'm gonna be honest. Laker fans just told niggas to nerf the dunk meter and to nerf a takeover. I don't even know what to believe anymore. Nigga just told he's a slasher gang affiliate. This nigga's an ally. It just told these niggas to nerf us off the rip. Don't you know I made a 99 drive and dunk build day one of 2K26 to have my meter look this fucking big? And now I just want to pull my dick out one time in 27. And these niggas want to keep me this big? They want me to have a centimeter dick out there. I'm trying to have 11 inches out that bitch. Fuck nigga. Balls on your head, nigga. And you mean to tell me you trying to nerf shit? It ain't even day zero. Niggas talk about the word nerfing and overpowered. Are we crazy? What are we talking about? What are we talking about, bruh? Oh, fuck that pause shit. Fuck all that, man. I'm watching a video of a fucking dunker connoisseur, and he talking about nerfing takeovers. The game ain't even out yet. He wants shit to be nerfed. This is crazy. I'm never gonna be a dunker. I'm never gonna have fun. I'm never gonna have fun. I am
Mass attack starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Mass attack.
Sandy, appreciate the 3 stream streak.
Shit like that. Shit like that. Shit like that.
I guess I deserve this. I'm the one in the wrong. Just because I don't want to be nerfed. Give me all that you got. I'll take the punishment.
NANI?!
Just because I don't want to be nerfed, y'all treat me like this. Y'all have no respect for me. I'm here for y'all. Niggas. Ban Laker fan. Yo, nah, that's fire. Oh my God. Yo, that was hilarious, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Hold on, let's hear what else he got to say about this.
Go.
Hey, yo, Raunchy, my first build is gonna be a layup and midi dude. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I'm gonna try to learn some sauce to the game. Step through midis, layup, stuff like that. I was gonna go big, but that shit's uneventful. If I'm being honest, just me in the paint stopping niggas from dunking. That's not cute. We already know niggas going 5 out, and I'm gonna have to run from the fucking 3-point line to catch up. You know what I'm saying? They ain't gonna be fun. I'm probably going. If I'm being honest, bro, I might create either a Jalen Brunson build or a Shea build. If I'm being completely honest, they might be the two builds that I try to create. Matter of fact, I might do a maxi build. A maxi build might be better. My build's probably going to be a maxi build. Yeah, maxi build, because I'm gonna have high speed, high layup, high agility, high speed with ball, damn good midi, and serviceable from the 3. Yeah, I think a maxi build will do it for sure.
Full on into who was that? I think it was the dude that used to play with the Spurs. He's like a taller wing, if you will, about 6'7" as well. Not like a great interior defender or anything like that.
Am I going to play eras? I might try eras, but honestly, I might ask Raunchy for to do co-op with me or something like that. We'll probably do a co-op my career or something like that for recordings. So we'll have something to drop every day for y'all. Cause me and Raunchy kind of like runs on the same schedule as far as like availability and shit like that in the morning to midday. So we'll probably do something like that.
But still respectable once again. Nothing too crazy out of the ordinary. Right here you can see Gobert slides over, completely just takes me out of the meter dunk right there. It's not just completely brain dead broken or anything like that. And like I said, you put rim protectors near this. It is very, very glaring. Now you will see these are the free throws that I'm talking about right here. I ended up actually.
This boy said my first build is a season ticket holder. I'm finna just watch people play all year.
Missing this one as well. Oh, and my bad. I don't know if I mentioned that. I am using the Trailblazers and D-Man's using the T-Wolves. Sorry, that might have made for a little bit less of a good watch right there. But anyway, you can see we're trying to get this set up. Oh, it's Soshan. That's his name. Yeah, obviously. But as you can see, splash takeover, green. Airspace. Holy moly. It is
whole
just...
meter green. I like that.
It's insane. If
I like that. Honest. I like that. Nah, I fucking like that, nigga. I like that, nigga. If I'm able to get takeover, I like that. I need that.
Be too good, bro. I'm not trying to vouch for the meter dunk itself being too good, but holy, I think the takeover might be. But I don't know. I mean, it's hard to say. Once again, like, you know, rim protector slides over, completely takes me out of the dunk in general. I actually got a charge on me for that matter, for some crazy reason right there. But yeah, anytime that I was near Gobert, I was not able to dunk the ball, let alone even like get into the dunk hardly. And I couldn't even see what the meters were looking like on him, because I truly,
oh my God,
like I'm saying, was getting ripped out of the meter dunks more often than not. So again, I'm gonna harp on this a lot in today's
D-Man the best to ever do this shit, chat. I ain't even gonna lie. D-Man is fucking him up with Anthony Edwards
video, so I hope you guys kind of understand that. But obviously, you know, we're going to be showcasing that the level of interior defense, and this is like a side point of the video too, is that like we're kind of highlighting interior defense in this video too. You're gonna see Kyle Anderson slide over right here once again. I know like you guys might not be super tapped in. I mean, like I said, I don't even know Sochan's name off rip. You know, obviously I know of him, but in the moment couldn't recall. Some of you guys might not be familiar with Kyle Anderson. Once again, about 6'8", kind of a forward, not known as an interior defender, if you will, but as you can see, did make this meter pretty small, all things considered. I full barred this. I don't even know where the green is. It would appear horn isn't going to show the remainder of the bar. Either that, or it was just a sliver meter that ended up making right here on the dunk. So,
nah, that wasn't no sliver meter. That you had this much meter. I mean, most likely because you were seeing Anthony Edwards meter fucking look all green like this, but maybe the horn meter don't show what's left over. But yeah, you had about this much, my boy, about that much.
That was a tough one. Definitely tiny meter though, regardless, one way or another. It was.
Yeah, it's better it being this than being this non-existent. You know what I'm saying? New York, appreciate that prime sub, my boy.
Big thanks for the resub, New York Minute.
The Taker logo by their names look different as last year.
Extremely hard.
No, there are new takeovers. Fat Sensei, like there are new takeovers in the game
to make right there, and that is only Kyle Anderson. It's not like that's Rudy Gobert. So there will be mixtures of what you're going to see in this video right here. I definitely should have been starting to bring more like good interior defenders in here once D-Man got takeover with Anthony Edwards. We're very apparent at this point that like clearly we're going to be getting dunked on every single time Edwards is driving at us with takeover. I mean, it's like not even a question, you know what I mean? I'm not quite sure what we were getting at right here either. I do green the layup right there, however, did get fouled. I'm gonna just skip the free throws at this point. And once again, I probably should be starting to just bring you know, better defenders into the mix. But at this point, I was trying to come out further on D-Man while he's driving, meet him a little bit further out on the rim. I am getting suctioned into some of these meter dunks 100%. Like a lot of these I'm still trying to move forward, and the animation is more so just kind of taking me out of it. Right there you can see I would like to think Edwards was able to defend a little bit decent on this drive right here. Obviously the meter wasn't huge, and D-Man's feet are, you know, quite a bit like on the circle, if you will. Gets pulled into the meter dunk, as you can see. But yeah, I mean, that was definitely missable, if we're being completely honest. It is obviously, like, I would like to think, and I'm not here to toot
no, that's not missable.
I will
no, you hold on, Laker fan, you got to understand, it's Anthony Edwards. You thinking that just because he got his takeover is going to make him a better defender? No, brother. That nigga still dog shit at defense. Of course you're going to dunk on him. You just got to time your dunk. You good, bro. You got fucking Ja Morant. Like,
dude, D-Man's horn as well. But I'd like to think the two of us are really, really good slashers, all things considered, you know?
Damn.
And wowza.
I fucking like these animations I'm seeing, though. I'm seeing some shit.
Look at the animation right there.
They go falling, boy.
Stuff too. But yeah, I definitely think of all the people I wanted to ask, it was going to be D-Man. I know of him to be a really, really good slasher. And I mean, we've talked about stuff in the past, you know, shared our information or like, you know, thoughts on animations and stuff like that. So again, shout out to him. Check out his channel for sure if you're into the slasher stuff, which a lot of you guys who are watching my channel are, I would assume. So anyway, let's start getting things ramped up a little bit here, though. We've been looking at these two for quite a bit. I do want to still keep things moving a little bit in the video. So this will be, I believe, our last dunk with Ja anyway. You're going to see we try and get it set up with Trey Lyles and double teamed on the dunk right there. And we're able to kind of slide through, get the backpack animation.
I like that takeover. I like that takeover, bro. All right, now listen, I'm gonna say this, and y'all can quote me. Y'all can say whatever y'all want, right? Laker fan has said that he thinks somewhat the dunk meter is kind of OP, as well as he believes that takeover needs to be nerfed. I want you to understand this real quick, Laker fan. You in play now, right now. You are testing things with regular players that have multiple facets of attributes and stuff like that, right? You said straight up that when John Morant went up against Rudy Gobert, he couldn't crack the meter. He couldn't really dunk on anybody. It was really, really hard for him to get his shit off against Rudy Gobert. What do you think we're going to look at in the park? What do you think we're going to look at in a rec? What do you think we're going to look at the 2K Crew HQ? What do you think we're going to look at improving grounds? Jenny from the block, appreciate that 3-stream streak. What do you think we're going to look at when we go online? We're going to look at the best of the best. Everyone's going to go in and see what Rudy Gobert's stats are and mimic that. They're going to mimic his badges and they're going to go from there. We're going to have a shit time at trying to dunk on people that's in the paint solely for that.
You pod, I watched the VOD with you and Trey, not going to lie, you got real motion.
Hold on, I watched the VOD with you and Trey, not gonna lie, you got real motion. Hey yo, Tristan, appreciate that, bro. I mean, as far as motion go, man, I mean that's one of my best friends right there, bro. So I mean, I don't know if it's a motion thing, it's more so like that's really my bro for real. What was I gonna say? Back to 2K. We are going into online with people making the best of the best meta builds. So I believe if we are a slasher and we've earned that takeover against some pretty stiff competition, I would think that it wouldn't be nothing that a motherfucker could do against you until he get his takeover. When Rudy Gobert gets his takeover, and then we see how those two takeovers go up against each other, then we could have that conversation. But until we can see a big that is a huge defender in the paint have their takeover going up against a great dunker with their takeover, I don't think anything should be nerfed right now. I think we should let this shit play out and give this shit a month or two, man. We can't keep telling 2K to change something, and this is before the game even come out. We can't keep telling them to do this to us, and what they tweak and what they change destroys hundreds of thousands of dollars, if I'm being honest, because that's essentially what's going to happen if 2K watches this video. And
I was talking about when you said let's react and the screen went to the video.
Oh, oh yeah. That's a streamer bot, bro. Yeah, that's a streamer bot. So like, I could say, let's chat, and then I mean, like that's just the bot service that I got. Yeah, I mean, type shit. Let's react. So back to what I was saying, right? So when we talk about, you know, 2K changing things for the betterment of the game, you also have to understand that everybody who paid $100 or whatever they paid to make that build the way that they made it, you're telling them to essentially burn their money immediately. You know what I mean? I know that this video is coming out before the game drops, and maybe, you know, if they change things before launch, then we have to deal with that. But a lot of people are going to think what we see here today is what we should expect on game launch. So if what we see here today in the days leading up into the game drops and things are different day one, people will have wasted $100+ because they going off of what we're seeing today. So really it fucks that up. Hey Duke, what's good, my boy? What's popping with you? Like, you know what I'm saying? It's really fucked up that we got to deal with stuff like that, because in a sense we all consumers, and what you telling people is, yo, we gonna go ahead and destroy bills before they even made. You know what I'm saying? And people might only watch that Laker fan video. They might only watch this stream. You know what I'm saying? Like, it might be something where this is all that they watch. And then now it's like, yo, you just told niggas waste 100, bro. You legitly just told niggas, yo, you gonna waste that 100 because this is gonna be the only video you see, bro. Hey yo, by the way, hey Duke, I'm gonna tap in with you later, bro. I gotta ask you a question. I'm gonna reach out via IG. But matter of fact, text my phone. My number's still the same. Text my phone. What was I gonna say? But yeah, bro, like, it's like, bro, we can't keep doing that shit, bro. We can't keep telling, you know, devs to change something because we don't like the way that our build might be playing. Like, also, these builds not 99 overall, right? They might have high ratings or whatever the case may be, but niggas is fighting to get 99 overall. They fighting to get all these badges all the way up to legend. They fighting to get these synergy badges. They fighting to get cat breakers to make their builds better. But you telling people like, yo, you don't even get the chance to get there. You just telling automatically shit is overpowered and some shit might need to be nerfed. That's not the right way to go against to go about that. It's scary.
Obviously, if you've been playing 2K for the last couple of years, that being a contact dunk animation. So again, even though these NBA players don't have specific contact dunk animations in their like packages, it is still something that pops off for these players. So you can see me with Soshan try and move out again. Once again, the meter is entirely full. Airspace might be broken, bro. It truly might. But yeah, again, we will be showcasing more than just this in the driving dunks. All right, one last one as far as Ja goes. As you can see right here, we were starting to, I'm actually talking to D-Man about how we can start switching the matchups. If you hold A button, it will switch this matchup to just basically put you on whoever you're closest to that isn't the defender you're already on. So now we can get like the centers, basically. If we ever get take again and start sliding the centers over to be able to guard this, because at this point, it feels very apparent if you have takeover, you are not going to miss on an opposing guard ever. Now, I want to warn you guys about that for the sake of ones.
Here we go.
If you play 1v1, and actually we are getting some Gobert takes right.
Hey, this is what I want to see right here. Everybody lock in. Yo, before we watch this, I need everybody to lock in, yo, type locked in, right real quick. Spam locked in. I want everybody to watch this. This is Ja Morant with his takeover against the great defender Rudy Gobert without his takeover. I want everybody to say locked in, bro. Everybody say locked in, bro. This is what I want to see, bro. This he should have showed this shit in the beginning of the video. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? He should show this in the beginning of the video. How long? Man, we 16 minutes in. We finally getting this. Hold on.
Here, so I'm gonna actually leave us with the Ja Morant going at Gobert stuff. But if you guys are playing 1v1, highly recommend.
And you say that shit nerfed? You say that shit need to be nerfed? Are you kidding me? You just said that shit need to be nerfed? And this nigga just knocked him out his whole animation? And you talk about a takeover need to be nerfed? It's overpowered? Bitch, where? Where was... Bitch, my blood pressure, bitch. It's my blood pressure. Nigga, my blood pressure rising, boy. I swear to God, nigga. Hey, everybody check their motherfucking pulse in this bitch, bro. Check your pulse, bro. Use these two fingers, bro. Check your pulse. Ain't no way, bro. Ain't no way this nigga said that shit need to be nerfed and Gobert with no takeover just knocked that nigga out his shit. That nigga snuffed that nigga. Hold on, we need to run that back, bro. I don't give what we talk. That nigga snuffed his shit. Whole meter green. Snuffed that shit.
Ja Morant going at Gobert stuff. But if you guys are playing 1v1, highly recommend. You cannot.
Nigga got pogo stick on silver. What other badges popped up?
Especially if it's position-based matchmaking, you're going to think you're all safe and whatnot with your 25 interior D guard on the ones court. But if another guard comes out there with dunk and you have the 25 interior D, you are going to get babied in this game. I know a lot of you guys, and I know it's going to sound a little hostile, but a lot of you guys in this game very recently in these last couple of years have been kind of bailed out by the fact that like you can get away with this 25 interior D nonsense against slashers that are like literally 99 driving dunk builds, and it's undoable. It's impossible to be able to even dunk on you as a 5'7". Not that anybody plays on that, but like truly, if you were a 5'9" guard with 25 interior D, 25 block, you could literally defend this type of stuff right here.
Come on, bro. Nigga meter gone. His meter gone. His meter is gone. Got his shit punched. Man, what? What we nerfing? What are we nerfing? Shit. Don't, hey, 2K, please don't nerf me. Please don't nerf me. Please don't nerf me. Lakers scam. Yo, chat. All right, so look, let's Oh, by the way, everybody watching on YouTube, make sure y'all hit that like button on this motherfucking stream. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Hitting that like button is free, by the way, they said. They said that you're on free 99. Go ahead and hit that real quick. But appreciate that, Robot Reese. But listen, chat. Everybody knows that 26 was a different game than 25, 24, 23, right? And 26 meters were disappearing left and right. No matter who was around. Meters would just disappear on a whim. Going, right? But I don't understand why he's using that premise from like 25, 24, 23 when 26 was a completely different vibe. But what I'm seeing here in 27, bro, if I'm going up against a if I'm going up against a interior defender that is a godly interior defender, and it's a few in this game. It's probably in play now. It might be maybe 15 of them. You know what I'm saying? When we talk about like all defense, you know, multiple blocks per year, it's about 15 great defending bigs out there. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not just talking about the ones that are just interior paint presence only, you know, play around the rim. Some stretch bigs have some good interior defense as well. But bro, if I just watch Ja Morant go up against Rudy Gobert, meter shrunk to this much, meter gone, got his shit snuffed and blocked, and then with takeover got kicked out the animation, and Gobert don't even got his takeover yet. I don't know why we asking for nerfs on dunking already. I don't know why we would ask that. Maybe he saw more from more of the gameplay that we'll watch throughout this stream, but from this perspective, all my small guards out there, don't do it to yourself, nigga. Don't waste your fucking time. Don't waste your time. You will get your shit punched. Do not make a small guard thinking you gonna dunk on everybody because you not. Ja Morant just showed us here, nigga, the basic nigga without his takeover that has a 99 overall, all his badges, all his synergy, a couple cat breakers will punch your shit, nigga. Don't waste your time, small guards. Don't do it to yourself. You know what I'm saying? That's all he should have said. He should have truly said, hey, all my small guards out there, you might want to rethink making that 99 or 93 and up driving dunk build, because it's a possibility you'll get your shit snuffed by these interior defenders this year. But that's just me though. You know what I'm saying? Because how many people gonna want to play the Rudy role? Michael Lloyd. What you mean? Nigga, they got set. You know how tall you can be? You know how tall you could be in this game? Nigga, everybody was Wimby last year. Appreciate that follow. Everybody was Wimby last year. You don't think that's still gonna be a thing? Them niggas gonna be big as shit in the paint. If this is telling me that interior defense will matter in NBA 2K27, you best fucking believe you better not be a little nigga. You better not be under 6'6". Anthony Edwards has shown that he might be the bare minimum of what it's like to dunk on somebody else. You know what I'm saying? He might be the bare minimum of showing like, okay, and also the Trailblazers really don't have too many high, great, huge defenders, yeah, but that motherfucker was dunking on everybody on the Portland Trailblazers at his height. Ja Morant shit was shrinking a little bit against a couple people, but he was still getting there. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was still getting there, but once Ant got his takeover, it was over. Nobody could stop him. And it just showed us here, Ja Morant had his takeover, and what Rudy do? Rudy said, takeover? Fuck that mean to me? Nigga, I just went to the bench, drunk a little Gatorade, and came back and punched that nigga shit. Hey, that nigga went to the bench, called timeout, said, came back out, and said, yo, coach, fuck you think he about to do with this takeover? Watch this. Like, what? What? Oh, man.
But as you can see, Gobert is sending this stuff back 24/7. Like, I couldn't get it on the last one, couldn't get it on that one. Boom.
Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Fuck is we talking about? Look at this. Look at this. Look at this.
Gobert is sending this stuff back.
Anthony Edwards, right? No takeover. Fast break situation.
24/7. Like,
this is Drew Holiday. This is Drew Holiday, and it's a CPU, right? And I believe they said they were on Superstar, right? Now, of course, Drew Holiday is not a great interior defender. We know that. But look at what he just did. Look at what he just did, bro. Rose up. Look how much meter he got, bro. for Anthony Edwards. Look how much meter he got, bro. Dunking on the CPU like it's nothing. To me, that's a lot of meter for superstar difficulty against the AI, regardless of what their build is. That is a lot of meter right there to have. And of course, we already know it's D-Man doing it. And D-Man's one of the best fucking, if not the best dunker in 2K when it comes to timing and putting balls on head. Like, he does this shit. But this tells me, bro, with that much meter on Superstar, bro, online is going to look like this against guards and shit like that. And I'm cool with that. You know what I'm saying? He not there. That's why. He said he talk about nerfing when it's not even Hall of Fame. Hey man, you know. Hey man, say man, you know.
Couldn't get on that one. Boom. Edwards in transition though on Holiday. As you can see, like once again, smaller guards trying to defend these dunks. It's not looking good. So a lot of it is going to be, can you cut them off before they can even get down into the paint? I'm here to tell you right now, I don't think the dribble styles and stuff like that were that good, but I don't know if that's something I can really go into in this video currently, so I'm not going to dive into that too much more. It might be hard to get yourself open on the drives, in my opinion. I'll just leave it at that. But getting to the hoop, though, if someone like Drew Holiday, I mean, he was AI controlled for the most part, obviously right there, right? But someone like Drew Holiday is really good at cutting things off. So yes, he's not going to be doing a great job at defending the paint itself, but we'll be doing a great job at actually doing, like, you know, the cutoffs and stuff like that. So as you can see right here, we were on Superstar. I just changed it to Rookie right here. And then we're going to load back in with those exact same teams. And I'm going to show you guys what it looks like now. I actually don't want to make any cuts because I do want you guys to be able to see the difficulty and stuff like that as well. So I ended up speeding it up right here. As you can see, boom, we're going to just get into this, get back to the Blazers and T-Wolves. Or at least I thought I was speeding this up in the easy. So it's not just when they were at the so anyway, just because it was in play now, it was a little bit ugly. We couldn't figure out a great way to be able to set all this stuff up. You can see we're actually going to try and lead off with going at the bigs right away though. So Klingon, I was really, really low right there. Like I'm trying to do this first. A lot of this is going to be just testing stuff, getting a lot of reps, getting a lot of footage. And as you see, Klingon is like feet literally below the rim. This is still much smaller of a meter though than it was against Ja Morant, obviously, right? But Klingon in terrible guarding position right here. I mean, he's literally still under the rim as Edwards is dunking the ball. So I wouldn't call this good defense, but obviously because it's a good defender and just because he's tall and like has good block ratings and has good interior defense ratings, that's just how it's going to be for sure. So anyway, now we got Ja against Gobert. It was pretty tough, but I'm not going to lie. As you can see though, I had mentioned to you guys, we're on Rookie. And this is where I wanted to show you guys, like, yes, that was so apparent. And then you can even see, boom, here's the free throw compared to the last one. It's night and day difference. So that was the main difference I wanted to show you guys was just the fact that, like, we were on Superstar and all of the rest of the video is going to be on Superstar. But it was good, like, vouch, basically, is what I'm showing you, is, like, everything that we're doing in this video truly was on Superstar, except for that small little segment right there of just proving the difference of playing on Rookie. You know what I mean? So now here we go with the speed up, get back into stuff. But this time I think we're going to load up with the, we're loading up with Zion and LeBron. I figured this was going to be pretty equal footing as far as slashers go. We have, like, you know, Zion at like 6'6", but like, you know, a pretty good slasher, all things considered, with like really good dunk ratings and, you know, like badges and all that. I don't know what they have done to LeBron's dunk ratings as he's a 91 overall now. But you'd have to assume his dunk rating's got to be at least still pretty decent. Not to mention, still have like pretty good badges for all that stuff too. So we're just going to go at each other. Zion versus LeBron. Now, you can see LeBron gets taken out of a dunk animation and gets into a layup. Pretty like glidey, I will say. And Mike did mention that, the ability to like kind of manipulate your layups into like, you know, area that it was like makeable. I get taken out of a layup meter entirely right there. But Zion does have a Hall of Fame physical finisher. You're going to see these guys bruisers lighting up a lot. Like, look at that. Both of them, bruiser is lighting up in these like contact animations. So I don't know if that means bruiser is going to help you in terms of like paint defense or not either, but it would appear it's going to help you in terms of paint offense as well, or at least like fatigue the defender or like, you know, offensive player, whatever the case may be. So anyway, let's run a replay on that one with Zion, because as you can see, this is like more of a respectable meter where, like, again, you know, this is on LeBron, a pretty respectable interior defender, but not amazing. Whereas Zion is like an amazing finisher, but like, you know, obviously, I guess you can give favor of the height advantage to LeBron by like two inches. But anyway, point being, you can see I barely make the meter right there. It was a little bit of a bounce back, but you know, it was still pretty makeable, all things considered. We did not play on Hall of Fame. All of the footage you're seeing right here is on Superstar. I would have liked to consider doing that, but it was very limited time, fellas. And I still want to get to a lot of the stuff that we're doing for the builder tomorrow.
God damn, well. LeBron. Dead zone, baby. That boy in that dead zone now.
I will say though, this is a very, very thorough, detailed video on the dunking. You actually can see in this one too, DeAndre Jordan, albeit I don't think he's the rim protector he used to be by any means, but he does slide down out of the corner right here. You can kind of see like Embiid is like spotted up in like short corner right here, and DeAndre Jordan kind of slides down. This made no impact on the dunk, I will say. And he was a little bit late, if we're being completely honest. But what I was seeing from a lot of this is that rotating defenders are not nearly as, like, you know, impactful as they may have been in, like, some previous years. To be fair, rotating defenders were really bad in 26 and 24, though, where, like, blinders dunks were a lot more of the focus. My point in today's video is showing you guys that, like, posterizers are back. Slashers are back. Like, the real deal, like, driving dunk, contact dunk, yam on your head, it is truly a thing again. And I know, like I said, there's gonna be a lot of people that don't like that about the game. They're gonna call it, like, brain dead and, like, you know, just like, playing through the RNG and stuff like that. I mean, as you can see, I actually missed, like, a pretty respectable one for that matter right there, too. But, I think just give it some time to breathe is kind of my take on it, but I do understand people's concern for it. You know what I mean?
Appreciate that.
I will say, I think it'd be kind of fun to see a player base actually have to adapt to a play style like this, of it being in the game, and actually approach things in an aspect where you need a rim protector on your team if you're playing fives. You need a rim protector on your team if you're playing even threes. I truly do think that could be kind of fun. And listen.
Huh? What do you mean that can be kind of fun to need a rim protector on your team? We always been needing rim protectors on our team. What are you talking about? Niggas watched 5 Out in 2K26 for 8 months and realized you had to slide somebody over. And that's why niggas was playing 3-2 and all that, to send a defender to the paint to stop that shit. Hold on, bro. Wait. Okay, so 6 months ago, he took a break for 2 months. And then 3 months ago, he took another break and came back 3 weeks ago. Okay, so it seems like Laker fan took a huge break around the time when all them crazy patches really started happening. That's what it looked like. It looked like he took a small break around the time where, you know, patches started happening and stuff like that. Came back, got a little bit of content out, and it was done. But all in all, like he was there for the first. Was that a year? He was definitely there for the first 3 months of the game for sure. So August, September, October, November, he was definitely there. But yeah, I don't know. What was I gonna say? This game ass, bro. Shut the fuck up if you trash at 2K. Just say that. Sheesh. Hey, Big Grizz, who you arguing with? Who you arguing with, Big Grizz? What up? Who you arguing with, bro? You said man's on rookie, all this info cap.
It might ruin the environment for twos quite a bit, if I'm being completely honest. Like, twos, small guards, I don't think you're gonna have fun in this game because, like, truth be told, if you can't guard the big, and then if
have they shown the defender outside the restricted area to test the dunks? I've been waiting for him to do that. They've tested a couple with Rudy, but
guard has high driving dunk. Where are you going to guard? So I think you either need to really focus into interior defense and block both. And like, you know, Joe's posted build videos like that in the past, and I've also vouched for stuff like this too. Block rating is just good in general to have on your guard because it can give you good jump contest animations. If you like, you know, hold your Y button or, you know, press your Y button, trying to.
Okay, he didn't even move here. He didn't even move.
If
he didn't even jump.
Like,
he was outside the restricted,
hold
but
your Y button.
He didn't move.
Or, you know, press your Y button, trying to defend someone.
He just let that dunk happen,
giving you like better jump animations. But truly, you're gonna need it for like paint defense in this game if all things stay the same. Like I said, enough people could complain about it to where it ends up making waves. You can see though, this slash takeover stuff is unbelievable. If anything gets nerfed, it really probably should be this. Because I mean, look at Zion, bro. He just
bro, why you keep talking about nerfs, bro? Yo, the game ain't even out. Why you talking about nerves, bro?
Puts LeBron into this, like, you know, the windmill body animation. The whole meter is green. I don't know that should really be the case, if we're being completely honest. But to be fair, it's takeover. I don't know how effective sharp takeover is. I don't know how effective lock takeover is. I don't know how effective glass takeover is. So, like, all I can really see is just that, like, that seems kind of insane. But I don't even know how easy takeover is to activate either, to be real with you guys. I didn't get like really great like study on stuff like that. I was looking at a lot of builder and a lot of the slashing test stuff that we were doing right here. We spent like a whole hour doing this. I cut it down to about 40. The important footage for you guys is gonna be like only about 25 minutes.
All right, swap out him for Embiid, bro. Zion has his take. Swap out to Embiid. That's all you got to do. Swap to Embiid. Please swap to Embiid in the next 2 minutes.
If you want to see the stuff at the end of like the standing dunks, the basic dunkers like Luka and Halliburton going at each other and stuff like that, feel free to. If you want to see, you know, the gather dunks that we were doing with LeBron, or not LeBron, but Giannis as well, you can feel free to.
I'm sorry. Maybe it's just me, bro. I'm just I don't know.
But a lot of this stuff, I just wanted you guys to be able to see contact dunks. And like, you know, these situational things like this, for instance, right here as well. This was me trying to run at D-man from like a distance. I don't know what this takeover is for LeBron. I'm thinking it's playmaking takeover. It's definitely not slasher. I will say that much. But as you can see, I'm starting on the block, but trying to like run up to D-man as he's going for the dunk right here. Meter is small early and then expands into a like respectable, makeable one right there. And again, I can't see the ratings on this. When you would hit pause, all it would let you
come on, and B's right there, bro. Switch.
Do is quit. You guys have seen it now at this point a couple of times. But yeah, I mean, once again, Zion with slash take, unstoppable. It's honestly insane.
You said his paint surge and takeover. He's a dunker. He wouldn't even know that, brother. I'm sorry.
What more can I say? I'm kind of, you know, talking in circles here a little bit whenever it's the slashing takeover stuff. As you can see, LeBron not able to get into a dunk animation right there, but once again, the physical finisher lighting up and obviously being able to just finish in contact. Didn't even get the layup meter
you about to quit?
Right there either. By the way, one thing
he quit. We never got to see Zion versus Embiid with the takeover.
I ended up seeing is you can take off your meter visually for the dunks. You are still going to have Brandon Miller versus like how jump shots get a boost or anything like that for having your meter off. I would assume not. But anyway, we are going to move into this next segment of the gameplay. It's going to be Brandon Miller versus Paolo Banchero. These are going to be lesser dunkers, if you ask me. Like, you know, people that are still very good finishers, but not like on the levels of like Anthony Edwards or John Morant or anything like that. And as you can see, it's starting off with a lot of lays where like we're not really getting the contact dunk animations. However, that stuff Mike was talking about like contorting your body into like good layup animations and stuff. If you have a good layup rating, both these guys surely do, for that matter, like 100%. And I don't even know if it's to the level that a lot of slashers are going to want to put their layup. But listen, fellas, we're in a brand new game. You can't just come at it.
Oh my.
From the same perspective of what we've seen over the last, like, I don't know what, like four years or so, 5 years or so. For all you know, this is a brand new game that truly you're gonna have to play entirely different, and maybe layup is important. And I think the problem, if we're being completely honest with the community here, is that I think we have the
he stood dead zone, bro, and let him do that.
Opportunity to try and play the game in a much different way right here, where a lot of ratings that never have mattered in the most recent games, like, if we're being completely honest, I don't know if people really care about the idea of
so this is a dead zone test.
Posterizing on people's head as much. Like, in recent games, it's been all about just like get the dunk, be unblockable from either behind or the blinders. If someone's playing you too tight, you go for the dunk, and then the rotating defender can't, you know, get a block on you. He's gonna meter dunk you, and it's like a blinders effect. And then nobody really cares about blocking interior. But I've been coming out here with like garbage blocking interior on center builds for years now, and what does it matter? I mean, mashing's not good, like the close shots are bad, driving layups don't really matter that much either. And then
whoa, did he just say driving layups don't matter? Yo, did he play 26? Did he play 26? Niggas was laying that shit. Hold on, bro.
And also, like, if you're gonna defend dunkers, like, bro, this right here last year would have been a terrible dunk, 100%. Every single time, this would have been a small meter. I'm driving right at a guy, and it's like, you know, he comes out a little bit outside the cylinder. This is a tiny meter every single time. But as you can see with takeover on right there as well, Brandon Miller only has silver poster. It is kind of insane. Like, I mean, once again, I've talked circles around this, like, slashing takeover, like the airspace. It is like ridiculous for sure, bro. And then Ben Caro, as you can see, I'm sitting in dead zone though. You guys got to understand too, some of this stuff.
Hey yo, appreciate everybody for hitting my streamerversary. Appreciate y'all.
Stuff like I'm literally right below the basket in that replay, as you can see.
Bay? Say that again? Yeah. Give me a Tasmanian chili and salmon and rice. Cool? Baby, you heard me? All right, bet.
Yeah.
I'm about to get some Outback. 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 Y'all mad?
This is more so just getting some testing on stuff, giving it a couple of reps, letting us see some stuff play out.
God damn, I love that takeover, bruh. Give me airspace today.
Once again, though, slash take, crazy. I don't know. Some of this is more cinematic too. I'm just letting you guys kind of see things happen. I know it's going to be kind of still commentary here and there. Once again, pretty low right there with Brandon Miller once again in the circle. I'm trying to jump though. I'm trying to see if the jumps make a big impact, or if it truly is going to be about positioning, or if it's about your ratings, you know, your height, all types of stuff like that. To me, my honest opinion so far, it does seem that height and ratings matter a ton in terms of stopping people from dunking in general. Like, you're going to see me try and do the Wemby 1v1 of trying to get standing dunks to pop off. I barely could even get them to trigger, and I truly do think it's just because of, like, Wemby's just, like, I know it sounds stupid, but, like, his aura of, like, paint patroller and interior defense and all this stuff just being so high. I think it's just stopping it from activating the dunks as much. I mean, you saw it when I was driving at Gobert with Ja Morant in plenty of the other, like, you know, clips that we were seeing as well. You truly couldn't even get into dunk animations sometimes, let alone the dunk rating.
Hey yo, this is the point where we get past all the fluff, and we just gonna look at a couple animations.
In the 60s, I don't know. I would assume it's like 70 something if we're being completely honest though. But as you can see right here, obviously the help defender rotated down. Like, me and D-Man were figuring this out a whole lot more, just with the whole, like, I think you have to just use your own player and, like, hover low. You know what I mean? Like, you're gonna see me kind of just back up, like, and, you know, let him drive in, and then I kind of, like, peel away. But the problem is peeling away too early sends, like, Walker Kessler into like a help D kind of spot. You know what I mean? So basically, I think what needs to happen is you need to just sink down all the way back and, like, keep on going back. But as you can see, as far as activating these in traffic, it doesn't happen. Like, we're not just getting dunks, like, extremely. So here's my take on it. I think slashers are so back, bro. I mean, like, if the only way you're doing this consistently is through having, like, real deal elite finishing ratings, like, I don't know. Hallie's not getting a dunk right here. You know what I mean? He's just laying up some weak stuff. Kessler is swatting this stuff, by the way, too. I hope he plays like this for the Lakers. But anyway, point being, I really do think elite slashers should stand out quite a bit in this game. I mean, like, I'm seeing, you know, the way that Edwards and Ja Morant are playing the game, and they're so insanely powerful on their finishing. I was hearing Zach from across the room playing with his stuff, you know, my player stuff too. And holy moly, it sounded like he was going crazy with the dunk meter too. But yeah, as you can see, like a wide open with Luka right there, really easy. No big deal about it. But yeah, like, these types of finishers right here, of the mediocre finishers, if it is in the 70s, maybe even the 80s rating, you are going to be able to make opens. And if you have good dunk animations, that's okay. You don't need to be able to be a contested finisher in order for like your dunk rating to still put in work for you. It's possible that you as a 3-point threat force the defender up to guard you so much to the
They're not even jumping at each other no more. They know they ain't getting no contacts.
point where you get wide open dunks. And if you have good packages, it's not going to matter if you like can get contacts or not. But I think it's a
Show me Giannis versus Giannis, please.
bad take. Like, truly, I feel like there were games where if I just simply dunked the ball, we were selling. For me, open basket, and I'm not going to... Threes are not that much of a guarantee, you know, and granted, I'm not trying to use NBA comparisons too much because really, no one dunks this much in real life either. Like, the rate that you're going to see of dunking in this game right here, it's not something that replicates into real life either. So I don't want to be on my high horse of like, oh, this is not realistic stuff too hard, because obviously, you know, the rate of dunking you're going to see on here is kind of ridiculous as well. However, as you can see, we got Giannis versus Giannis gameplay right here. And as you can see, shrunk meter like crazy right there, and also like ripped D-Man out of the dunk as well on the other end with Giannis. So far Giannis is 0 for 2 versus Giannis, and right there even shrunk it as well while paint sitting. So I don't know. I'm not even here to say, I don't even think Giannis is like an elite rim protector. He probably has a...
Bro, he just said he don't think Giannis is an elite rim protector, bro. He just said he don't think Giannis is an elite rim protector, bro. Oh, man. This shit vertical, chat. I ain't gonna lie. This shit vertical. My phone about to die and everything. Man.
Round, like, I would say probably like 80 something block right there. Loki, I wonder if the shield off animation, if you will, I'll let you see in the replay, but like kind of just
wake
blocking
up, bro.
the defender off. I wonder if
Wake up. It's 2K day, bro. We live. Like, why you sleep? A day? Where's your videos?
I dropped one. Matter of fact, I'm like ready to drop another one.
Where? Tell me the schedule, because
Talking about everything, but the next one's gonna be just gameplay of me
up in the spot.
Well, it's not really the park for real. It's just like the little area.
Oh, you talking about like Street Kings and all that?
Yeah. So we're gonna be playing on what the hell was I doing? Oh, you were playing at Rucker.
Rucker, okay. All right, man. I just watched somebody tell the community to nerf dunking already, bro.
Oh no, I'm not gonna lie. They're gonna do it. Like, cause like, bro, I ain't recorded, but bro, I seen somebody with like fire dunking stats, bro. It's a lot. Like, the community will never let them live with that. They're gonna pass that.
I'm dead already, huh?
Yeah, it's over, my boy. Get ready to learn shooting.
Nigga, I know how to shoot. Nigga, you ain't never been Tassino.
You ain't like that, nigga. We blessed.
Bye, bro.
All right, bro.
All right. This nigga, man. Hey, chat, bro. They gonna patch us, bro. I hate it here.
like, you know, these reverses and stuff like that would be really good in the game. I don't know. We'll have to lab more. But that was a huge meter in traffic against Giannis, who we literally just went at the play before and had like a pretty bad look.
You in the dead zone.
So again, a lot of this is just letting you guys see the footage. I still need to develop a lot of my own opinions on this. I mean, literally, this is me yesterday. Like, we literally did this a little bit over 24 hours ago. And I honestly can't believe it because it's such a quick turnaround in terms of, like, you know, going from community day to actually having the footage. Right there, small. I believe that was a not a contact dunk, but a Euro dunk in traffic. I believe you can see, either that or I guess maybe Giannis's dunk packages do kind of fire off like that as well. That is obviously one of the downsides.
They do. He's a Euro dunker. 1-2. Like that's his shit. You know what I'm saying? Like whatever he does is gonna happen after the second foot. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's a reverse, whether it's a windmill, whether it's a motherfucking 2-hand jam, whether it's a tomahawk, it's gonna happen after the Euro gather. Like we know this. Come on, man. He said that's probably what it should be triggering.
Doing this in the My NBA or the Play Now is that we don't really have much control over the animations that we have equipped. Once again, though, reverses right there, as you can see, kind of shielded off the defender. Honestly, I kind
of you said, and y'all was talking shit about Laker. Yeah, they ain't come at no. But look though, you gotta understand. Trey is just saying like from a perspective of what was probably being said at Community Day. Everybody probably said at Community Day they need to nerf dunking. That's probably what Trey is saying. He's probably saying like, yo, I was in the building and niggas was talking about patch this now. That's probably what he's saying because this dude, like Laker fan, just came on a video and told the public that this shit needs to be nerfed. So I could just imagine what they were saying while the devs was in the building, the creative teams was in the building, social in the building. They probably telling them, y'all need to patch this shit right now. Then God damn, bro. God damn, bro. We can't have nothing, man. It's some bullshit, man.
Moved out of the way in a bad spot right there as well. But anyway, once again, just some more Giannis reps. Once again, reverses on a rotating down defender right there. Who was that dropping down? It was Bam off the corner. So yeah, I don't know. Just want to let you guys see a little bit of the repetition of Giannis versus Giannis. Once again, reverses are going insane in these moments though.
They going insane because y'all sitting dead zone though. Like he just said dead zone was dead and you shouldn't be there. But why are you standing there if you testing? Like y'all five different rotations in. Y'all done had fucking Anthony versus Ja. Y'all had Luka versus Hallie. Y'all had Zion versus LeBron. Y'all, you know what I'm saying? Like, and y'all played on rookie and superstar. Like, at this point, the testing should be thorough as fuck. Yo, stand here, right side of the cylinder, middle of the cylinder, right outside the restricted zone here. Like, dead zone dunk shouldn't be a thing anymore. Y'all already got past the dead zone dunks. Y'all know that if you stay in dead zone, you're going to get dunked on. Like,
a lot of these other dunks that were firing off, not looking too good. And low key, if that does become the case, you might actually see things like reverses become useful and animations like quick drops maybe not be so much. Because if you're putting the ball right in the defender's face and like that is the like kind of logic to this dunking, I don't know it for sure. I will say, obviously, you know, I only played so long of this gameplay wise. I only played about an hour and a half. You're seeing basically all of it, but yeah, obviously, If what we're seeing is any good indication.
There we go. There we go, chat. There we go. This is the first one we saw right here. Look at this. First one we saw outside the restricted zone. Look at this shit here.
If what we're seeing is any good indication.
Beat his ass. Beat his motherfucking ass, boy.
All of it. But yeah, obviously, if what we're seeing is any good indication, yeah, those
whooped his ass.
Reverse dunks have been really, really good, and then like dunks that are kind of just putting it right in the defender's face.
And you telling me you want to nerf some shit?
Are not. You are seeing
nigga. Hey, Giannis just did some bullshit. Yo, but they want to patch Duncan?
Really, really good, and then like dunks that are kind of
he's standing outside the cylinder. Look,
you are seeing
nigga went
Giannis
for a look.
Really do.
Oh shit. I gotta throw some bullshit up because the nigga is standing outside the cylinder. He not in the dead zone.
A good job at stopping Giannis on these dunk attempts, though. I must say, like a lot of them were forcing layups. A lot of them were making it like really small meters, or were just forcing them out of the dunk meter entirely. Both ways, really. So I don't know. Once again, I really just do think like solid levels of rim protectors in this game right now are looking pretty good.
He's still in the zone again.
Except for, once again, in spots like this where you're just truly in the dead zone. If you look at Giannis's feet, I mean, they're planted like, you know, probably 2 feet out from even being at the edge of the cylinder, which is like...
Hey, Chad, motherfucker got damn near full stamina, full adrenaline on Superstar against a motherfucker standing in the Z zone and asked for this shit to be nerfed and said it was overpowered.
This is dead zone. This is literally like if you're an NBA player and you're standing right here against a good dunker, you're toast more often than not, bro. It's just real talk. So I don't know. The thing is that it doesn't end up in a spot like this very often. But the ability to, like, if you are good at getting by your defender and then ending up, like, sure, maybe they have a help defender sitting in a 2-3 in rec, or maybe they have someone rotating off the corner in pro-am or something like that. Problem is, I think if you're not far out enough, I think it's really going to get you cooked. And not to mention, too, you know, I mean, I don't know if I can say this or not, but truly, like, I guess you could see it through the Play Now stuff. It's just, I didn't get it through Play Now. Floaters feel really good as well. So, all things considered, you know, if you're sitting low... Again,
look at this, Chad. Look how small this meter is. I need, hey, hold on. I need y'all to type locked in. Hey, if you hear, hey, pick your phone up. Hey, grab your phone. Hey, locked in. I need y'all to type locked in real quick.
Mass attack starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Mass attack.
Right after this, guys, we'll look at the clip. But now you get to watch them throw shit at me for the next minute. Locked in. All right, so we good. No mass attack. You're not gonna beat me up. All right, never mind. Nate would never not use the opportunity to throw shit at me. Yep. Nate. I can't believe you. All right. Shit on the shoulder. All right. Whoever missed that A, goddamn. Who missed that A?
Llama Borghini _ has joined IKC Nation. Yes, sir.
Yo, Lamborghini, appreciate that big prime sub, yo.
Shit like that.
Appreciate that follow as well. I see what's going on here. I see. Yep, there it is. All right, is that enough? Have you had all that y'all need to have? Shit everywhere, literally. All right, let's go ahead and lock in and watch this clip, y'all. Let's watch this clip. This is Giannis, somewhat inside and outside the restricted area. Other Giannis is coming in full speed ahead for a windmill dunk. For somebody who said they need to nerf dunking, the meter and takeovers, you know what I'm saying, say that this shit might be a little bit too overpowered. This shows me that this is not overpowered. Look at this shit.
really good as well.
Right outside the restricted area, he gets his meter, right? Now, remember, things that used to happen to us in 2K26, right? I'm going to slow this down real quick. I'm going to slow this down because, you know, let me go ahead and mute it. Look at this. Where'd the meter go? Where'd the meter go? Yeah, you think I'm gonna create a dunker? You think I'm gonna create me a dunker now? I saw what I came to saw, chat. I saw what I came to saw. Mm-hmm. Yep, I said that shit. I saw what I came to saw. Are y'all locked in? Are y'all locked in? Where'd the meter go? Where'd the meter go? This is what I was waiting for the entire video. I was waiting for one of these. I found it. I found all the proof that I need that I'm not gonna make me a dunker in 2K27. I found all the proof that I need. Where'd my meter go? Where is the chance? Where's the ability? Where's the possibility of hitting this dunk? Where is it? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? I seen what I came to see. Chat, there's no meter. There's no meter. Mike Wang. Hey, Mike, whoever you have inside, you know, the team, whatever they got going on, whatever they're doing for the next couple of days, listen. I don't know where my meter went. I need help, brother. I need help, Mike. The meter just disappeared on this, brother. It's just a sliver. Just a sliver of green. Just a sliver. Okay? Mike, how can I? Mike, look. Mike, look. Mike, look. Mike. How perfect can I be, Mike, to hit that? How perfect can I be, Mike? Mike, help me, please. Help me, please, Mike. I don't know how I'm gonna be able to hit this dunk. Just add Joe knows and he'll get it fixed. Joe, if you're watching this, Joe, please, Joe, I beg of thee. Joe, tell Mike, Joe, tell Mike, please, because I don't know where the meter went, bro. I don't know where the meter went, bro. Mind you, the meter ain't moved. And this motherfucker lated it. The meter, a late to me means the meter bounces back, correct? A late to me means the meter bounces back. Where does the meter bounce back at? Where did the meter bounce back at? Again, I'm really tell Dooms, please, Dooms, tell Mike, Dooms, look at this. Where'd the meter go? The meter was full. It disappeared. I'm dead ass serious. I'm dead ass serious. This, and by the way, this is hands up. This is hands up defense to leave his feet. This is hands up defense, right? Now look, I'm gonna see. Paint Patroller on gold, right? Paint Patroller on gold. What's the other thing? Oh damn. It switched to Tim Hardaway because this ain't my career, right? This ain't online. But look at this, bro. His meter disappeared. His meter left. His meter went poof. These are my problems. For the meter to just be non-existent in this video game, after all of the times that we saw this happening to us in 2K26. Now I know what y'all probably saying. Oh, this is once in a lifetime. This isn't going to happen all the time. The fact that it's in the game, nigga, there's a high probability shit like this will happen again. And shit like this can't happen. The meter left. The meter gone. In the words of Raunchy, meter gone, bitch. Meter gone, man.
Things considered, you know, if you're sitting low against a slasher, that's not exactly the way to go in this game. It's just kind of my...
Yo, the fact that he didn't catch that there, bro, is crazy to me. He should have immediately caught that. If he played 26 the way that we played 26, he should have immediately caught that meter disappearing, bro. He didn't catch it. Like, let me see what he said, bro.
Against a slasher, that's not exactly the way to go in this game. Through play now? If I can say this or not, but truly, like...
What's up? You want to sit here? Do you want to sit here? Huh? You want to react with me? Huh? Come on, react with me.
Like, I guess you could see it through the play now stuff. Is I didn't get it through play now. Floaters feel really good as well. So, all things considered, you know, if you're sitting low against a slasher, that's not exactly the way to go in this game. It's just kind of my take on it now. But yeah, I mean, a lot of this stuff, like, you are seeing Giannis completely dominate himself as far as, like, the defensive end of it goes. Like, so, again, I think people are overreacting to the dunk meter being overpowered. You're seeing it in a...
What do you mean people are overreacting? You're the only one. What do you mean you think people are overreacting to the dunk meter being overpowered? You the only one that knew. You're the only one that knew. This is our first time seeing this. What people? What people? What people, bro? Yo, what people, bro? What people is he talking about? Chad, what people is he talking about? He said he think people are overreacting to the dunk meter being overpowered. This is the first dunk meter video of the year. What people are overreacting? Oh my God, Zebo, he said he thinks people's overreacting. How could this be when it's only him? It's only him. I can't believe this shit, man. Oh my God. He must be talking about his former self, bruh.
Shit like that.
He must be talking about his former self, bruh, because ain't no way, bruh. Hey, did you hear this dude? Zebo, did you hear him? He said verbatim, he thinks people are overreacting to dunking being overpowered. He is the only person to drop a dunk meter video of the year. Do you think, Zebo, do we think he was talking about everybody at Community Day? All of the content creators that went there to play the game early are talking about dunking being overpowered? Is he saying that every content creator thinks dunking is overpowered? What do we think, Zebo? What do we think? Can we find out? Do you think we can find out? Do you think it's even possible? Oh my God. I can't believe this. Go upstairs. Oh my goodness, bro. You can see the future? Man.
A lot of repetition of smalls versus smalls, and it's a terrible example. Now, if you want to say that that's like kind of bunk and you think like a small guy should be able to stop a small guy even though he's like a great dunker, I understand what you're saying. A lot of this is ratings though that we're kind of pulling against each other. To be fair,
You gotta go upstairs. Go ahead. Go upstairs. You too loud.
as you can see, I
What? You're too loud.
ended up walking out of bounds. Hey, baseline border is not friendly once again, just so you know. But yeah, what I was trying to say.
He's saying Chad, his breath stink is crazy. He's saying Chad, his breath. Why he just get louder? Why did he get louder? Like why? Crazy.
Though is, long story short, we didn't really get a lot of reps against like bad interior defenders. It'll be somewhere in here though, to be fair, but as you can see, like even on that, Wemby's not popping off a standing dunk animation, which is crazy if you ask me. And I don't know if it's just truly like like I said earlier, the aura that Wemby has of just like being able to
He just did it right there. What do you mean? What do you mean you can't get see? This is when we start trying to realize the real. He just said Wemby couldn't get off standing dunks, and then whoever is controlling the white Spurs team jerseys got the shit off instantly on first try.
to deter a dunker. I don't know. That could be a thing. This one right here, he was quite a bit off me, and I was able to actually get a standing dunk to go. And as you can see, it was a huge meter. You know, like on a wide open, that was like literally the full bar once again. And likewise with right here, I'm standing very far away from him, trying to allow him to get the dunk animation to pop off, and it does. So it at least isn't something where it's completely being deterred just by the fact that like Wemby's down there. But yeah, like in traffic or far out, I kind of went a little bit too far out if you'd ask me right there. But I don't know. There are games where dunk animations have popped off from there for sure. Like I've played with, you know, a 6'10" that I could like just hold down.
I watch like 5 videos. Every damn video has 10 plus minutes of just dunks. But we killing speed boosting and still having adrenaline in the game to help nerf speed boosting. Yeah, that was my cat.
On the stick and be able to get a dunk from there. Likewise with right here, you know what I mean? And like, I do go for a late block right there and did get it, but yeah, Hall of Fame paint controller, like probably 99 block and interior D while being 7'4", you know, like, I mean, this stuff is going pretty hard. Really fast right there, as you can see, it was about like a half bar.
Let me see.
This stuff is going pretty hard.
And that shit was a bounce back of hell, wasn't
interior
it?
D while being 7'4",
you
know,
back?
like, I mean, this stuff is going pretty hard.
It did bounce back.
Really fast right there, as you can see,
back.
it was about like a half bar as far as the availability to D-Man right there.
Now, what I will say is, even though D-Man is a great dunker, he's a great running to the rim dunker. As far as standing dunks, I'm really not too sure. So,
but again, standing dunks can be extremely fast. I get a 3-second on this one. I don't know. Obviously, I would say how I would say you usually have to do this as far as operating on the drop steps. I didn't realize I rewinded that far back either. My bad. I would say where you typically have to go from the drop steps is kind of the outside baseline right here, like around this area, or just outside the free throw line area to the sides rather than the top. Otherwise, you do just walk people down. It's going to take too long. You're going to get a 3-second. Whereas if you entered from over here, it's a lot closer to the basket than to do it straight from the top of the free throw line. Especially if you need all the time to be able to do a drop step, not to mention square up with the basket in order to get the standing dunk animation to pop off too.
Nah, my cat not hungry, King Koopa. He's on a time feeder every day, all day long. He just ate not too long ago. Let me see. Yeah, bro. He just ate. My back. Cause y'all be saying that it'd be the brightness on my phone, right? Is it still the brightness? Yeah, so he ate at 3 o'clock. He literally ate at 3 o'clock. He just ate 15 minutes ago, bro. You know what I'm saying? So to say that he hungry, yeah, that's cap. That's cap. You said my brightness be drawn, so what? Shut up.
I wasn't a huge fan of standing dunk. But again, I didn't have a lot of reps. I mean, as you can see, I'm just standing still in front of him, and like Wemby's still not able to pop off like a standing dunk animation. It's less than just like, you know, I want him to make every one of them. It's more so like we're not even getting the dunk to like play out. And also, look at that. I try and stop for quite some time and can't face the basket. I mean, if I wait any longer right here, I'm definitely flirting with another offensive 3-second. I just figured like, oh, I wait long enough right there, I'll probably face up toward the basket like I would in typical other games. But no, I did not see a lot of love for the standing dunks, in my opinion. Once again, D-Man tries to stop moving.
But you know you have to tap L2 and let L2 go to face up, because you get in your protective dribble and then you turn your body. Everybody knows that, right? Am I wrong? Doesn't everyone know that you, in order to like get a face up animation towards the basket, you're supposed to go in protective dribble and then let go, and then your player will turn towards the direction that he was facing up from, which is the basket. I play big, so I guess that's maybe why I know that. That's probably why I know that. Yeah. Hey, by the way, when every time you say you gonna tell Chase, guess who hits my phone later? Nobody. You can snitch all you want, buddy. You think that shit gonna hit my desk? I'm buddy. You think the homie gonna call my phone and waste my motherfucking time with your complaints, nickel?
Be able to get the dunk to pop off. Obviously, right there off the O board, you're a lot more squared up with the basket, but squaring up with the basket seemed to be like kind of frustrating as far as trying to get these standing dunks to pop off. But anyway, once again, right here, just can't even get into it. I don't know, man. I'm not feeling very inspired by it, but once again, I might be giving you guys bad information just off the fact that like we're doing this with literally the best of the best. Now, to be fair, you will see a couple of these that we allow the smaller defenders to actually guard them. It wasn't in such a coordinated way, I will say. We were kind of all over the place when it came to this one. I think we did a pretty good job at testing the other stuff. This one, though, as you can see, like, I don't know, just we didn't have a good system set up. We're walking it down sometimes. We're feeding the post sometimes. Right here, he's walking down Fox, and as you can see, does indeed get the standing dunk to pop off. Quite easily, for that matter, too. So, once again, it might just be a sort of like mouse in the house kind of deal. Like, I mean, if it's De'Aaron Fox guarding Wemby, that should never happen. But realistically, in real life, if someone like Wembanyama,
Hey yo, they got a new in-game warm-up with a spray painted Spurs logo. Is that real, chat? Is that real? Hold on. Let's see something. Let's test something real quick.
we're walking it down sometimes. We're feeding the post sometimes. Right here, he's walking down Fox, and as you can see,
Hold on. Yo. Wait a minute. Hey, chat. Am I tripping? Oh, shit. Get him. Get him there. Got him. Let me see something. Chat, he playing against himself. Chat, he's playing against himself. I fucking just realized it. I just fucking realized it, chat. He's playing against himself. That's what he's doing right now. He's playing against himself. He's not playing against another person right here. He's playing against himself.
does indeed get the standing dunk to pop off quite easily, for that matter, too. So once again, it might just be a sort of like mouse in the house kind of deal. Like, I mean, if it's De'Aaron Fox guarding Wemby, that should never happen. But realistically, in real life, if someone like Wembanyama defensively was guarding someone like Wembanyama offensively, he'd probably,
like if you look here, you see the my player in like the indicator on the other side, top right. It's not one above me. He's no longer playing against another person. He's playing against AI.
probably send that stuff packing like 7 times out of 10, if we're being completely
Look,
real. I mean, like, it's not like Wemby's about to just be yamming on himself if you were to run that type of simulation, you know what I mean? But anyway, we got Dylan Harper trying to bang with him down low now. Once again, kind of a wing, as you can see, get the standing dunk to pop off. So, you know, we didn't do it in such a coordinated way where we got a lot of reps against the smaller players, but truth be told, I think rim protectors are just here, bro. Like you can see all these reps of Wemby versus Wemby or Giannis.
hold on. I don't know. You know what? Maybe he is still playing against somebody, but they're playing online. They're playing online. That's what this is. They're playing. They're not at the same console anymore. They're not at the same console anymore. Now it should not. If you're playing on the same console, most likely that's when you see both of the player things. I think they are still playing against each other because he's moving Tobias Harris. Like, look, he's he's switching
here, bro.
it. Like, cause at first I'm like, how is he moving down? So look,
Like you can
this isn't general player movement right here with Wembanyama, right?
see all these
And then he switches to Harris. You see that? So this is a person. It's just, let me
reps
see.
of Wemby
And then he just backs up.
versus Wemby or Giannis versus
So yeah, he just backs up. Yeah.
Giannis, or you know, obviously we had, and once again another standing dunk pops off with Wemby not in the way. But like obviously with Ja Morant going at Rudy Gobert, I mean, like all of these situations where it's an elite rim protector, they're actually like, you know, doing rim strength. I mean, it's a lot of ratings that have been completely like out of the game, if we're being real, for quite a while. I'm guessing Wemby has rim protector takeover too. It sure looks like it. As you can see, the pump fake does get like a good animation on that. Maybe that could be post take too, though. I'm sorry. I'm recording this the night of me getting back from the community day as well, by the way. I'm sure as this video is posted in the morning, I'm going to be studying up a lot on a lot of the stuff that I didn't have the time for. In the community day footage stuff that we were obviously gathering, a lot of the stuff I wanted to just kind of lab dunking call it a day. You can see me actually reset the 3-second right there because I was knowing for sure I was about to deal with that. This is against a user right here.
All right, Rise Up is still in the game. Confirmed. Rise Up is still in the game. So for the person who commented and said, has Rise Up been taken out? It hasn't.
D-Man was actually using
his Rise Up is only on gold, by the way. Like we already know, Rise Up on gold. A lot of people last year said that was the bare minimum need and enough. Sometimes it was for standing dunks off the cut. You know what I'm saying? Rise Up worked for that, but not necessarily dunking on someone with contact dunks in the paint. You had to have a pretty high rating, had to have the dunk package equipped, had to have contact dunks with posterizer, and you had to have Rise Up. So
in that one, or maybe that was me
they have the full badge list out. Link me.
in Champagne. I've lost track
Is it on Twitter? Is it on like who?
of who's who, to be real with you.
Apparently, via simply grinding, the standing dunk meter felt really good. I mean, 26's standing dunk meter was fucking fast as shit. Boy, that shit was fast. Boy, that shit up and down. But you better catch it. Ooh, like 26 was kind of crazy. I ain't gonna lie.
But yeah, obviously,
You said it's on Twitter. All right, bet.
against the user Champagne right there, it like was pretty respectable. Same with this, walk it down, and then be able to get the standing dunk. Kind of a pretty.
All right, I feel like that's enough of that video for sure. That's enough of that video. Let's go ahead and look up this real quick. Okay. You said it was on Twitter. Who on whose Twitter? On whose Twitter? Whose Twitter was it? My Twitter is broke like shit. Oh, Chalk replied. Okay, but I'll see. I'll get to that. Okay, boom. You said NBA 2K27 badge list, maybe? Like, cause nobody's linking me, so I need to like who has it? Okay, Saint Bros came out with this an hour ago. More badge requirements coming soon. Okay, so Saint Bros is a news. Okay, it's a news place. Okay. Every badge requirement we know so far by Rich Sosa. They be making shit fast, boy. They stay up. Courtside report on 2K website. Okay, perfect. That works for me.
Shit like that.
And you said it was the Courtside report, right? Builder. Player builder. Oh, no, that's just badge loader. This is just info. Do anybody have a link to the Courtside report? Let's see. That's the pre-order, community day post, errors, Courtside report, the W. This is just the features list. 2K Lab has the full list. Okay, all right, let's go to 2K Lab then. Let's make sure, because if they have the full list, we would also think that the what's it called? Goddamn. We will also think that the embargo is lifted. Okay, confirm. Okay, August 18th. This was 2 days ago. Confirmed 2K17 badge report. Okay. Don't meter. All right, so they have it on their main website, right? Okay. Badge requirements. Okay, view 2K27 badges. Okay. All right. So let's talk about this. Let's talk about this for a moment. Okay. obviously, this is probably going to be updated, you know what I mean, over time or whatever the case may be. But we just watched somebody have rise up, like, you know what I'm saying? Like we just watched somebody have rise up. So
this is against a
like we literally are watching someone have rise up. So for them to have the list of badges, these are just badges that are all confirmed from what they've saw. Obviously, these videos just dropped today, but to make content around stuff, and this is what messes with the community, because we know our go-to sources for things, and when we don't see something, it scares us. And bro, literally, they have a whole website without rise up on here. That's kind of scary, right? It's kind of scary, or no? Oh, they do have rise up. It's right here. It's right here. Rise up is right here on the website. Now, did this recently get updated? Then anybody know? Because somebody said that they didn't see it. You said Rich Sosa. I think I seen Rich Sosa, right? Wasn't this the one you was talking about? The Rich Sosa one? So I think this is 3 hours ago. These are badge requirements. Here are all the requirements shown so far from bronze, silver, gold, Hall of Fame. Okay. So basically they haven't seen rise up yet and what the requirements are. That's why it's not on his list. Okay. Yeah, it's the fine print you gotta watch, bro. It's the fine print you gotta watch, I guess. Yeah, and even here, yeah. So badge requirements and badges in game are two different meanings. A badge list is every single badge in the game listed. Badge requirements are what those requirements are in order to get that tier of that badge. And obviously, we're all going off of info that we've possibly seen throughout the time that the content is rolling out. So yeah.
User right here.
Okay. All right. Let's go ahead and check out Joe No's video. This is Rucker Park gameplay. Let's see. Go ahead there. They released Black Myth gameplay? Yes, they did. So let me see. Let me go to my profile real quick because I made sure that I replied to it. Yep. Yeah, so I replied to this 15 hours ago. They have Black Myth gameplay already out. It's pretty lengthy too. Yep, 15 minutes. 15 minutes of goodness. 15 minutes of goodness, bro. So yeah, I already liked it, replied to it. Like, if anybody wants to know what I kind of like get into, following me on Twitter is probably the best bet of like seeing how my brain is working throughout the day when I'm not live. And when I'm like replying to stuff and, you know, not making content and stuff like that, this is like what my brain is thinking. Like I'm looking at content from graphic designers and, you know, how dope they are. I'm replying to Splash, replied to Lando, like the Brutal Sims content, obviously looking at Call of Duty content, like looking at Bash World at 2K Community Day doing a remake, looking at Christopher London's content, you know what I'm saying, because I'm a dad and I know what that's like. Like I literally, you know, had plans for the 26th and 27th, but now I don't, you know what I'm saying? Female stuff, you know, like that's kind of like you'll get to know what I'm into and what I got going on. Like, look, I watched this video last night and it was an amazing breakdown. This was what, 14 hours ago. Like he was breaking down Andre 3000's verse on fucking International Players Anthem. So, you know, it's just, you know, shit that I'm into, you know what I'm saying? But let's go ahead and get back to this. You don't stream no single player games, yap. Suck my, you see almost it? See almost it? See I had to restrain myself? See how I had to restrain myself? You see that? It's people like you, man. People like you. You do this to us, man. You do this to us.
NBA 2K27 gameplay breakdown, man. So I'm giving it to you a little bit more raw this year. We got the Rucker Park raw gameplay going on.
No face cam, just all voice. Let's get to it.
We talk about things and then I'm going to cut to specific
Appreciate that follow.
clips of what we're talking about. So like when we talk about,
Yo, rest in peace to Kobe, bro.
dunking, for example. I'm gonna cut to some dunking clips so y'all can see it, but then instead of yapping around the same clips, I'm gonna let some raw gameplay play so that y'all get the best of both worlds. Y'all get clips and y'all get raw gameplay, so you could kind of be your own judge. You know what I mean? You'll actually be able to see the game as opposed to, you know, sometimes clips can be misleading in a good or negative way. So
Ooh,
I hope y'all
pass out a shot. Look wacky.
I'll enjoy the video. All I ask is that you drop a quick like. It takes 2 seconds and it's free. And let's get going. With pure green windows being smaller in NBA 2K27, it's going to be more important than ever to get the biggest green window jump shot for your specific build.
Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh, that nigga went right into it. I didn't know. I didn't know. This is fire right here. He got me. He got me, bro. You know what I'm saying? He got me, bro. Hey, make sure y'all use that code, bro. Y'all know that code, bro. Code Joe.
To know about going into 2K27 is shot contests, right? That was the first thing they talked about in the gameplay reveal, shot contests. And to my frustration, and I'm gonna be honest about this, we were not able to change our settings in Play Now, Rucker Park, 2KU, all the stuff the embargo lifted on right now today, while y'all are watching this. We could not change our settings, so we couldn't turn on shot feedback. We couldn't turn off our shot meter. We couldn't change any settings. The only thing we could do on the main menu is change the difficulty. So all of the gameplays you're going to see from me are on Hall of Fame. So when you see green windows for shots and dunks and layups and
hey yo, why he be doing that to niggas, bro? Why he be doing that to niggas, bro? You see how he just laid this shit on the table, nigga. All the shit you about to see from me is Hall of Fame, nigga. Nothing less. Nothing less. You hear me? Nothing less. Okay? You know what I'm saying?
defense or whatever you're looking for as we go throughout this video, it's all on Hall of Fame, okay? Other people, you might see different size green windows. That's probably because they were playing on lower difficulties. I put it on the hardest difficulty the whole time so we could get a real read on what we're looking at. But
boy, hey, he said, nigga, what?
as I said, we could not turn on shot feedback, which was really frustrating because the main thing I wanted to see after 2K26 was how is that new shot contest and hands up and everything that we talked about, how is that looking? But not being able to turn on the actual shot feedback so we could see the visual feedback of the contest is tough to be the judge. I could sit here and tell you it felt better, it felt worse, this, that, and the third, but without the feedback, it's a lot of guessing games. The one thing I will tell you is that aggressive hands up versus passive hands up, the passive hands up, I felt like I was getting scored on anytime I tried to use it. Even in the paint, on the perimeter, anywhere I used the passive with the right stick that Mike was talking about, it felt like it almost felt like a waste of time. Like the AI was scoring on me every time. Maybe that's just an AI thing. I'm not sure. You know what I mean? The AI sometimes are really good at timing layups and close shots and things like that. But the aggressive hands up, that was something that I felt like it was a noticeable difference in terms of how many stops I was getting, perimeter and paint. It felt like the contest on the aggressive hands up was much better than the passive hands up. So, you know, again, it's tough to actually judge it without the feedback being on and seeing what the actual, you know, those new 8 stages of contests and, you know, the open, bothered, semi-open, smothered, light contest, heavy contest, all the things they showed in the news. Without having that on, it's tough to actually give you a good assessment, and that's disappointing because obviously I go into community day trying to get as much information for you guys as possible, and the main thing I wanted to see in the gameplay was the shot contest. But as I said, we could not see the shot contest in Play Now, Rucker Park, and 2KU. We could not change our gameplay HUD, right? We couldn't take the meter off. We couldn't put on the shot contest feedback and all that. But tomorrow, the embargo lifts on the builder, my player gameplay, things like that. In there, we could change the gameplay HUD. So in there, you will be able to see contests, but obviously I'm not allowed to speak on that side of the gameplay. I'm not allowed to show that side of the gameplay until tomorrow. So,
oh, nigga, I'm about to say, boy, hey, niggas know, niggas gonna wait till tomorrow, cuz you ain't gotta say too much, cuz we know tomorrow gonna be tomorrow, bruh.
I'm only allowed to speak on the gameplay here, and obviously, like I said, we could not put it on here. So that's about it. In terms of shot contest, that's about all I can say. So let's move on. Now let's take a break and talk about one of the new features, the step throughs. I'm not gonna lie, I like this. You could do it in the paint like that, like I just did with SGA, but you can also do it on the perimeter now, as Mike said. And you could do it any direction, left, right, forward, backwards, and I ain't gonna lie, I like this. It's a creative way to get to a bucket.
Nigga, that's Durant? What Durant is that?
It's just another thing to add to your
That's the old Durant? That's Seattle Durant?
bag. We'll see how effective it is on
What Durant is that?
line, you know, person versus person and whatnot, and what people can come up with. But I just the way it looks and the mechanics behind it, I feel like it's smooth. The way it works as you would think it should work, if that makes sense. These clips in the 2KU are from my boy Joey 2K, because I got a couple clips like the SGA one and stuff, but I didn't get as many as I wanted. So shout out to him for sending me these clips so y'all could see a little bit more here. But I really like the way things branch out. It's smooth.
What Kobe is that?
It really does look the way you would want it to.
Nigga, that look like motherfucking Eddie Jones. I'm bullshit. I'm capping.
In my opinion, like,
You said that's his created one?
off the triple threat, whether you're doing like the reverse spin, like, you know, he's doing it with Kobe because it is like really some Kobe, you know, some Kobe stuff. But it's just cool. I do really like this. A lot of times when they add new features, I'm kind of like, you know, like the rat pass last year, I'm just like, like that's, you know, whatever. But like this, yes, like I could get down with this, and I think it's gonna be.
Hey, bro, hold on, bro. Hey, chat, lock in. I need everybody to type locked in the chat, bro. I need everybody to type locked in, bro. I need everybody to type locked in right now. I ain't trying to hear that. I ain't trying to hear that. I ain't trying to hear that. Type locked in. Look at this shit here. Look at this shit here.
But like this, yes, like I
look at this. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, bro.
I could get down with this.
Look at where this shot is taken from. Look at where this shot taken from, chat.
And I think it's gonna. Be, oh my god, we're still hooking from the 3-point line. Jeez, Joey, we're definitely going to see people utilizing this, and I think people that master it, it's going to be something crazy. Like, it's going to be a way that, like, I don't want to say bailout, because obviously it takes skill, you have to time it, but like, it's going to be a way to get like a bailout bucket, like a last, you know, the defender played good D, or they like you know, you're long running to the right and you pump fake a fade and they overplay and they jump instead of just like waiting or Kobe jabbing like a lot of people would do last year. Now, like, you could branch back into a step through into a shot, and like the green windows on it felt like very greenable. So we'll see how it feels online when you're playing against a real person, but I do think there's a real possibility that like it actually is effective in online gameplay, even if you're like a more competitive player. Like, definitely in casual modes, it'll definitely, you know, rack and stuff, people are going to get down with that. But I
Shit like that.
They're doing a lot of
that.
dunking on Hall of Fame.
think even like competitive players in Pro-Am are going to utilize the step through a lot more than you know, a lot of other new features that have been added in throughout the years. Let's move on to dunking. Meter dunking, the dynamic dunk meter that's going to grow and shrink all the way through the gather, all the way to the finish, all the way through the full dunk, right? Yes, it does do that. I can confirm that, as you're going to see. All right, right here, Kobe driving on Steph, Euro step.
Jordan, laugh all out, it's 3 a.m. Give me a break. Hey, yo, dedication, bro. Dedication to Joe, bro. Because he said, dedication, bro.
That I can confirm that, as you're going to see. All right, right here, Kobe driving on Steph, Euro step into the meter dunk. Let's slow it down so you could see the meter. When he's between me and the hoop, it starts small, then it even shrinks a little, but then once I Euro step past him, it expands into a really big meter. But let's continue with dunking. Again, it felt like size mattered, like height matters in terms of finishing, and it's been like that for years. But like somebody like Giannis, for example, here's a play now clip with Giannis. He's an absolute monster. Now, obviously, it's Giannis, like his stats are cracked, and he's 6'11" and all that. But he like height. It was definitely easier to dunk with like bigger slashers than smaller slashers. That's not to say smaller slashers couldn't dunk. But just, you know, I'm just comparing it to past 2Ks where definitely height mattered in terms of your green window on dunk meters. It's like that again. It's definitely bigger dunkers are going to be harder to stop than smaller dunkers. But let's continue.
Where y'all
Something
at?
else I noticed with finishing in general, but since we're talking about dunking, I'll relate it to dunking. In past years, I felt like interior, it mattered, but it definitely wasn't like a necessity. A lot of power forwards or centers were going, you know, low interior, and like as long as you just got between the guy and the hoop, you know, you could stop them very consistently. Even small guards like in Pro-Am and stuff, they would swing down out of the corner and stop the other team's center and shrink his dunk meter, even though, you know, it's a 6'4" guard with 25 interior and a 50 block, and the center's driving with, you know, really good finishing ratings. And it was just like, if you got there, you got there, and it didn't really matter the ratings. On this game, it felt way different trying to dunk on Wembanyama or Dennis Rodman or somebody with like really good interior as opposed to like dunking on Steph Curry. Like it almost felt like, maybe because of that new wall-up badge, they're really trying to make like the interior rating matter because they want people to use that wall-up badge. I'm not really sure, but typically dunk meter size was more about angles than it was about ratings. But in this game, it definitely felt like the ratings were playing a bigger factor. And maybe that was because I was playing against the AI, and full transparency, I don't play against the AI very often. I pretty much do it once a year, and that's at Community Day. But we'll have to see when it's person on person. But for the most part, from what I felt playing the game, the Community Day version of the game, it felt like interior definitely had a big impact on how easy it was to finish on somebody or how difficult it was to finish on somebody. To go along with the other factors, of course, you know, momentum,
Yo, appreciate those follows, chat.
angle, positioning. And it's not to say it's impossible to stop somebody going to the basket. I mean, this is Tyrese Maxey stopping Michael Jordan going to the basket. And, you know, Tyrese is, what, 6'1" and low.
Yeah, that's because he's not sitting in a fucking dead zone like everybody else. Well, not everybody else, but like in Laker fan video, this is the AI stepping up to contest shit, not just standing in the paint letting you do shit.
Interior, low block, so it's not impossible. Obviously, your skill and the way that you play it and the angle you take and all, and their timing of the jump and all that still matters. But another thing I noticed with dunking, if somebody was just like in the restricted area and you were going downhill full speed at them, like you would put them in a poster and it would be greenable. I feel like in past years, like unless they were way under the hoop, like you'd get a decent window if they were way under the hoop. But if they were just like in the restricted area, a lot of times you would drive and like it would shrink your meter down all the way. When like in real life, it's like if they're standing under there and you have a full head of steam, you know, you got Michael Jordan running at you full head of steam, like you're in trouble. You know what I mean? A lot of dudes in real life would just bail out of there and just, you know what I mean? I'm not getting put on a poster, but in 2K, it was like your meter would shrink a lot of the times. It was definitely a noticeable difference in terms of if they're just down there in the dead zone, you could just go up and boom on them. But again, like if Wemby was down in that dead zone, it felt like it would shrink. So I don't know. Maybe that's just because Wemby's 7'4". Maybe it's the interior rating. There's a lot of unknowns.
Paint Patroller, Post Lockdown, Wall Up, whatever, all the ratings and badges you ever needed from a man. Wemby has so nice.
But overall, the dynamic dunk meter definitely worked. It was shrinking, it was expanding, it was shrinking back down. It was overall dunking, in my opinion, it felt really good. Like, honestly, maybe even too good, but we got to see when it's person versus person.
Yeah, it's definitely a lot of dunks. By the way, if you're watching on YouTube, don't forget to hit that like button on YouTube. Also, anybody that's watching on Twitch, go over to YouTube and hit that like button for me. Thanks.
How it plays out, because it's always a little different against the AIs. But let's move on. So since we're on the topic of dunking, let's talk about standing dunks, kind of big man, paint scoring, post scoring. I'm going to encapsulate it all into one section, all right? Okay. You've seen a little bit of post scoring in this gameplay, like trying post spins and stuff with Kobe and Jordan, LeBron. You'll probably see some more as the gameplay goes on. But now, besides Joey post hooking from the three-point line for the second year in a row at Community Day, the step throughs are definitely something big men can utilize, but let's talk about paint mashing, right? Dead zone. Can you really mash something? This is Bam mashing and contact meter dunking with the stand.
That's how it's fucking done, people. That's how you do it. You don't just stand there, you know what I'm saying, and then try to face up on the rim and throw it. You put a motherfucker on your back and you elbow the shit out that motherfucker. You get that motherfucker the hardest elbow you ever gave a motherfucker in your life, and you try to yam on that nigga. That's how you doing the fucking contact dunk in the paint off a standing. You put a motherfucker on your back and bitch. Shit, I seen a nigga do some dumb shit. Bitch. What? Ugh, bitch. I done seen real shit out there. I done seen real I'm sorry, my bad, bro. My bad, bro. Nigga be out there. Nigga.
But let's talk about paint mashing, right? Dead zone. Can you really mash something? This is Bam mashing and contact meter dunking with the standing dunk. But just for perspective, that defender from the Knicks has a 50 block and a 50 interior. Now on the flip side of it, check out this clip. Giannis going against Jason Tatum right here. Tatum's got 81 interior and just walls up and takes Giannis out of a dunk and makes him miss the layup. Now this gameplay is from Joey 2K, so I think the difficulty he said was on like All-Star or Pro. So it's a lower difficulty than what I'm playing on. So like the green window size of like that layup was definitely bigger than it would have been on Hoff. But again, like check out, this is back-to-back possessions here. Joey's trying to just rim run through Tatum, and Tatum with 81 interior compared to that 50 we just saw for the guy in the Knicks. Like, it's just a massive difference in terms of the...
No, Joe. This is where I stop you, Joe. This is where I stop you. Why did you let Joey 2K do this to your video? Why, Joe? Explain it to me, Joe. You let Joey come out here. Look at Joey's stamina, chat, as he goes in for that gather against Tatum. Why would you let him do this to your video, Joe? Where's the screen? Where's the, like, he tried to ISO up top, did 2 moves and was dead tired. Look at this. Look, coming down the court. Why is he doing this?
Possessions
Instead of bringing the ball up, he starts off with a crossover at half court. Look at this.
Here, Joey's trying to just rim run through Tatum, and Tatum with 81 interior.
Bro, my nigga did a crossover at half court, cuz. Nigga was finna die. He was finna die. His lungs is already damaged. His lungs is already damaged, bro.
Compared to that 50 we just saw.
Oh, man, look at this, bro.
Off of the guy in the Knicks.
Ooh, behind the back.
Like, it's just a
crossover.
massive difference in terms of the...
Oh, my God. He has nothing.
The animations you get. Like, it's just an absolute stonewall as opposed to just, like, going through them and just... you know, getting, you know, a push through.
I ain't gonna lie, the AI is firing his ass up.
And then your meter growing because now you're at the rim wide open. It's just, it felt night and day difference in terms of players with low interior versus high interior. We'll see when it's person on person, obviously. Like I said, take it with a grain of salt because it's against the AI. But it's just what we felt. And it's not that like when somebody had high interior. Was
all right, Joe, you ain't got no more adrenaline. Let's see what happens.
Absolutely impossible to like finish on them. Pause. Like I think there was actually a dunk earlier in this game where like Giannis was in the dead zone.
All right, he realized. Woo! Can't wait to make a lock. I'm bullying niggas. Hey, Raunch, I heard the cutoffs, like the 1-step cutoffs is crazy. I heard the body ups and the collision shit is crazy, and going after that ball, swiping up and all that. I heard that shit crazy. Hey yo, hey yo, you know what? Hey, Raunch. First game of Cell Squad crew videos. First game, Raunchy versus Win. First game. It's we locked in. We going to the crew HQ. Y'all gonna go to the 1v1 court and settle this shit. Simple. I'm making Tony.
And I dunked on him with Kobe, so it's positioning and you know, timing of the jump and all that still matters for sure. But the point of this is just talking about meter dunking, driving, standing, paint mashing, and then also interior defense. And it just, the overall feeling was interior mattered more than it has in past years. So moving on, let's branch over to layups. Layups also felt really good, and
he said really twice.
This is the perfect time to talk about it. So let's slow this down. I mean, again, it's against Steph, who has low interior and he's smaller. But this is on Hall of Fame, bro. Green window, huge on that layup over Steph Curry. But I also just want to be clear, whether it's dunking, layups, it's not impossible to get stops without, a high interior. Like right here, another Kobe versus Steph clip. He beats me to the spot, walls up. It's a tiny green window I miss. Positioning, timing, whether you're using the aggressive or passive hands up contest, all that stuff definitely felt like it mattered. But overall, layups felt really effective. And again, maybe it's because it's against the AI. The AIs guard things differently. I know I keep saying it's like, I just want to reiterate, everything here is like how it felt against the AI. Obviously playing against a human being is going to be different, but I'm just talking effectiveness, green window size, things like that. Like even the computer, there's times where I feel like in past 2Ks, I could bait them into a layup and then just block it. And it was definitely not as easy on this game. Like that technology Mike was saying where like, if you have a high layup rating.
Hey, Chad, layups is back. I'm talking about back from the future. Back. Look at this game. Shit.
Like that technology Mike was saying where like.
Look at this shit. 3 people sliding over and chasing. Look at this. Look at the window. Look at the window. Look at the window now. Look at the window now. Bitch, the layup meter got bigger as niggas. Hey, it's 4 yellow jerseys in the paint. It's 4 yellow jerseys. Runchy! Teach me your ways. I am a layup demon now. I need it. Cause ain't no way the meter get bigger, bro. Ain't no way the meter get bigger, bro. God damn.
High layup rating, your player will like automatically try to avoid the shot blocker's hand. Like definitely notice that. Like I'm trying to chase some of these gameplays in Blacktop. I'm trying to like let Steph go for a layup and then try to chase him down with LeBron, who has like legend high flying denier. And like, no, like I definitely got a couple, but like there was a lot of possessions where like he would just like kind of maneuver the ball away from me and lay it up. And it just overall layups felt really effective. Everyone that I talked to, they felt really effective. Every time I went for a layup, the green window was very timeable. Now, obviously, I'm playing on players with really high layup ratings. I think LeBron, Kobe, and Jordan all have about a 99, like close to a 99, somewhere between 95 and 99 layup. And obviously, Steph Curry has high layup. Like most of the players in the play now that we were using and Rucker we were using have really high layup.
That boy out of everything.
Rating, so that could also be a factor. But everyone that I talked to, obviously can't talk about the my player stuff. I was about to slip up and break embargo, so let me chill. But everyone that I talked to, they all agree that layups felt really effective. We'll have to see how it feels when we actually get out there and it's person on person, park, rec, pro-am, all that stuff. But that was the consensus from playing against the AIs in these game modes. So let's move on. Next thing to discuss. Let's talk about shooting in general, right? Mids, threes, fades, hop jumpers, spin jumpers. Let's talk about all that type of stuff, okay? So first things first, middies definitely felt a lot easier to green than threes. Threes, obviously you could green. You already seen a few in that Rucker Park, but let's talk about this, bro. Obviously we can't see the contest, but under his feet, the defense thing registers red, so like it's definitely like the defender is bothering me and I just right over him and green it. So definitely making contested shots are still possible. It was also a little tough to assess.
You said Zen hand cam him?
Shooting because I could not take off my shot meter, and I don't know, maybe some of y'all still like playing with the shot meter, but to me it just like I gotta have my meter off so that I can really like feel right. And the fact that you couldn't see shot contests also really affects like what's a good shot, what's a bad shot. Obviously the easy, what's the obvious ones you could tell, but it's like on 2K26 there's a lot of shots if you had no shot feedback on, you would look at it and be like, oh, that was a bad shot, and then it registers open. So the shot contest system matters a lot in terms of assessing shooting. And the fact that, again, it was really frustrating in my opinion, the fact that we couldn't see the shot feedback in these modes was just, yeah, it made assessing shooting overall very difficult. One thing about shooting that I really do like is the fact that they split up the mid-range and three-point shooting badges, kind of like how it used to be, you know, back in the day. But in recent years, it was just...
Does contested shots have timing? Yes, all shots have timing. It's just, it depends on what the animation will be, what the contest will be, how well you can time your shot. You know what I'm saying? That's been in the game for a minute now. You know what I mean? It's like, you know, if a contest is coming, your shot is going to change and look different. You know what I'm saying? And you have to be able to hit that shot. People like me, we play without meters, so we always have to look at visual cues and stuff like that. Not sure what people with, you know, meters and tempo shooting and stuff, what they were doing, but for the most part, they were just flicking down and up. People that held square had to really lock in on like hand placement, wrist movements, feet, all those different things.
Like you had shifty shooter, that was for moving threes and moving mids, so you could like go high mid-range and still have shifty for, you know, the moving threes, or vice versa, you know, high three-pointer and then still have shifty for your mids. It's like now you know, you could be an average three-point player and an elite mid-range player, or vice versa, because, you know, the badges for those specific shots are now tied to the individual badges, which I think is a good thing. It hopefully should promote a little bit more diversity in kind of gameplay, play style. Like, you know, if you want to be an elite mid-range player, you got to upgrade your mid-range, not just like go high three-pointer, decent mid-range rating, and then you got the legend badges to go with it. You know, you kind of got to commit to the way you want to play a little bit more, at least theoretically. We'll see how that plays out. Obviously, can't really discuss builder things and that until tomorrow, but overall...
Ew, LeBron with the shoulder shimmy shake? Okay.
I think splitting up the badges is a good move. I think it makes more sense. All right, as I go for this blitz steal, it's a perfect time to transition over to perimeter defense and bump steal.
Ah! That hurts.
All right, as I go for this blitz steal, it's a perfect time to transition over to perimeter defense and bump steals and all that. In my opinion, they still felt really inconsistent. I'm not saying I didn't get any. I got a few, but some of these examples that I'm showing here, I just...
Yo, did you see that shit? Did you just see what he just did? He went for the blitz, didn't get the blitz. The player jolted forward with a hard step and shot that bitch.
I'm not saying I didn't get any. I got a few, but some of these examples that...
Oh, I can't wait till a nigga reach on me, cuz, and don't get that bitch. Oh, I can't wait, bro. Hey, yo, DJ Chris, I appreciate the streamer anniversary, John, bro.
I'm showing here, I don't know, like I'm committing. I'm not even playing defense. I'm just going completely on that side. I got Michael Jordan, 99 overall. He's got like 90 plus steal, whatever. And he just bobbles it and ends up getting a 3 off of it. I understand that you know, we're talking about, you know, ratings mattering, ball handle and steal, but I mean, this is, if we're talking ratings matter, I mean, that's Michael Jordan. He's got high steal, right? This is prime MJ. He's got high steal and the ball goes through me. Prime Kobe, the ball goes right through me. You know, maybe user on user it'll be different, but I feel like in those instances, there's no way I'm not dislodging the ball. Like the first one, it didn't even make him bobble it. Tyrese just kept dribbling through me. And the second one I showed, he bobbled it a little, which then ended up putting me behind him and he got a wide open 3. I got mixed reviews from people when I talked to them about bump steals. Some people, you know, thought they were good. Some people thought they were bad. In my opinion, they were still really inconsistent, and I felt like, you know, those two clips are perfect examples. Even the clip they showed in the trailer, the gameplay trailer where they showed Kevin Durant, I'll put it on the screen right here. Like, I don't know, like, in my opinion, you should dislodge the ball there. Like, you're rewarding a bad decision by the ball handler by allowing him to get away with that. Perimeter defense as a whole, though, overall, it felt more sticky, more bumpy. Like when you attach to somebody, it felt a lot, you know, I feel like sometimes in 26, it felt like they were like covered in oil and they would just kind of like slip past you if they like wiggled their left stick a little bit or something. You see like it feels like there's a lot more once you attach, like, you know, you, especially, you know, some of these guys like Kobe, MJ, like they have really high perimeter. So, you know, obviously that probably plays a factor, but it wasn't impossible to drive by people, but it felt like when they cut you off, they really cut you off. It wasn't just like they cut you off and then you could like wiggle and slip through. It was like, well, okay, if you get bumped, it's almost like you kind of gotta like gather yourself. But like right there, like, you know what I mean? Like LeBron turns the corner and like,
yeah, he loves LeBron, bro. He looking nice with LeBron.
You know, they're not like dragging you backwards. Like once you turn the corner, you turn the corner. But overall, it just felt like it felt a little more sticky. I guess that's the best way to describe it. Like right here, like you see, like I'm attached, I stay attached, I stay attached, I stay attached. Now, obviously, again, I keep saying it, I'm sorry, but it is against the AI, against the human being with optimized SIGs and my players and things like, and once everybody learns how to dribble and all that, we'll see. But against the AI, definitely felt a bit more sticky, a bit more bumpy. Felt like you could cut people off better as they tried to move if you beat them to the spot. All right, let's shift to dribbling. First things first, it's tough to assess dribbling on play now because obviously with our my players, we optimize the SIGs, we get the dribble style that gives us the good burst and all that. Obviously on play now, you're stuck with the SIGs that the NBA players
It looked like them lanes still open.
have. So first reaction to it, a little concerned about the burst, but as I said, with our my players, a lot of times, we just find whatever dribble style gives us the burst, the best burst, and we use that, and then all of a sudden it's like, all right, I'm moving the way I want to move a little bit more now. Obviously in play now, you're using the dribble styles that the NBA players have. So I don't know, some of the speed boosting, it didn't feel super explosive, but again, that could be dribble style related and that could be fixed when we get our my players. Obviously can't discuss my players today, so I'm just basing this off of the play now gameplay and the Rucker Park gameplay. But that was the first reaction, like okay, I'm not really bursting how I want to burst. Chaining dribble moves together definitely felt really smooth, fluent in terms of being able to branch out of things and branch into things. Obviously I'm not like a super duper dribble head, I'm not Steezo or anybody like that. But, I play guard and have a lot of success even at competitive levels playing for money, so I can assess.
Yeah, I knew he was about to say some shit like that. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I play guard, play at competitive levels and winning money out here in these streets. I do this shit. My fuckers.
It a little bit, but I did talk to some of the better dribbling content creators that are at the event. I'm sure, they're all Dirk, Chappa, like Koza, they're all going to be posting dribble stuff, and they had some concerns as well. They had a little concern about the burstiness, and it wasn't super explosive, but obviously, as I said, it's like you got to wait to be able to put dribble styles on to really assess the burst, because a lot of past years, the bursts were fine, but that was because we found the dribble style that gave it to us. You could quick stop. The quick stop I found was the LT quick stop right there that I just ran to the wing with Kobe. Just tap LT, it set my feet instantly, and I was able to shoot. Did it a few times. It worked pretty consistently. Maybe we find something better, but definitely I think we're going to be able to find a way to peak and quick stop threes, just like past years. It might be, last year was flick up. This, it might be something different this year, like LT, or maybe we find a better one. But should be able to quick stop and set your feet. So everybody that's looking to shoot peaks and stuff, you should be back in business with that. Next, let's talk about AI players. It was something they said that they enhanced, and I played against the AI quite a damn bit, so I can give some good insight on this. The AI is so much better. They definitely play better defense. They hawk passing lanes. Like if you throw any type of questionable pass, they were picking it out the sky. Pick six going the other way. Obviously, like I said, I played on Hall of Fame, so that's a factor, but they were like really, if I left them open, they were really consistent. In terms of like layups and close shots, like they would make, I don't want to say everything, but it felt like everything they would make. The AI seems really, really improved. I ain't gonna lie, we might be back on that thing where it's like you go to random rec and you're hoping your teammates quit because the AI is better than 85% of the people who play the game. Like we might be back on that. Obviously, like I said, it was on Hall of Fame slider, so I don't know if like when we play rec or something, I don't think the AIs are gonna be on Hall of Fame sliders, but the Hall of Fame computer was very.
You said, did I watch any Kevin Cruz vid? Nah. You lose adrenaline bar spamming escape moves. No more Kemba spam behind screens.
Very improved. Like obviously we don't know like all the cheese against the bots. Like we might find something like, it used to be the jab step or the no dip. Like we might find something that works against the bot all the time, but the old stuff that works against the bot, not really. I mean, you can kind of get them sucked into screens sometimes a little bit too easily. and like get like a snatchback 3 off or something. But overall, like compared to how it was, it's not just like last year where you could just throw it to somebody and just shoot the ball. Like the bots were playing that. You couldn't just do a jab step and shoot. Like the bots were playing that. So obviously we know how the community is. Like people are going to try to find something else, and once somebody finds it, like everybody will cheese that. But the old cheese that everybody was doing last year where you just throw it and shoot a catch and shoot over the bot, from what I saw, obviously again, I don't have my player jump shots on. I'm using NBA player jump shots and all that. Nah, like they're guarding that now. You're gonna have to find something else to beat the bot. The jab step.
Shit, I was kind of waiting for him to do that when he started talking about shooting. He didn't show me anything as far as jab step, shoot over, catch and shoot over. I thought he was gonna show that. He's just been showing me using screens and trying to get a shot off.
No, like they're not just letting you jab step and then shoot a completely wide open 3. All that stuff that was driving me and y'all crazy in random wreck when people would quit, that stuff has been
like I would pass to LeBron right now and shoot it.
Fixed. All right, real quick on passing. I'll be honest, I did not pass the ball that much. Like obviously, you know, I'm controlling the whole team. I will just say some of the passes definitely felt floaty, but to be fair, I don't know everybody's pass rating, so it could just been like some of the people I was passing with had low pass accuracy. As I said about the AIs though, like if you throw a pass near the AI, they hawked it. So I think passing lanes, unless it's just the way the
You said app goes live at 11 Eastern Standard Time tomorrow? All right, bet we'll be live. We'll be live for that. Don't worry, we'll be live. We'll probably go live at 10:30 a.m.
AI plays them. I think you're gonna be able to get real hawky in the lanes if you're playing it correctly. But I didn't throw a lot of like break passes to test break starter or anything because it's just when you throw it to a human, the human is leaking and you're able to like really throw it down the court. When you're playing like Play Now or Rucker, like your teammates are not like running the break, you know, they don't leak out to get a break starter pass. So it's kind of difficult to test by yourself. The next thing is the takeover system. In my opinion, it is just so much better. It's so much more logical. You know, the days of dunking the ball 5 times and then popping deep bomber badge are gone. You know, the PG coming up the court, passing the ball for 6 possessions straight, and then all of a sudden, you know, he's got his sharp takeover, and now all of a sudden he's looking to score. Like, you get takeover from what you do in the game. Obviously, if you saw the news, you knew that. But like now, it's like if you dunk the ball, you get finishing takeover. If you're passing the ball, you get playmaking takeover. If you're shooting the ball, you get shooting takeover. Just so much more logical, and it really means, like, you know, depending on how you're playing, that's the type of takeover. You know, you're gonna take the game over with what you're doing. It's just, it seems like such a simple fix, but it's been years I've been saying this, that's the way it should be. You should be getting takeover in the way that you're dominating the game, and that's finally how it is. You've seen a couple here, I think, in the Rucker Park gameplays. I had it with Kobe right after I got a couple dunks. I got that finishing takeover. Seems like a really simple change, but in my opinion, it's a big W. I think it was long overdue, so that's beautiful. And the last thing I'll touch on is the fact that 2K made the announcement that they are addressing the cheating problem. I really hope they're able to. I think it would bring a breath of fresh air to not just competitive modes, but casual modes. I mean, the cheaters were everywhere. You know what I mean? I posted multiple videos playing against them, streams against them. Like, it would just be a breath of fresh air if they're actually able to enforce the punishments that they're talking about and really like find a way to eliminate this whole problem. I think it's going to be easier said than done, but it was nice to hear them actually address it and make us aware that, you know, obviously they're aware of it, they're working on it, and going into 2K27, they are ready to try and combat these cheaters. It's a beautiful thing to hear. But if y'all want to check out
He said I'm gonna make a build at work.
an hour of raw NBA 2K27 gameplay where I'm using multiple teams, multiple different superstars, and testing all these new gameplay changes, click that video on the screen right there. I guarantee you'll learn a lot.
Okay. All right, chat. Let's see what we got up next. Brother Jones. Okay. So he got multiple games. All right, we've seen enough of that. Let's scour social media and see what they got going on right now. Let's see. Let's check out NBA 2K Lab. If anybody has any links they want me to check out, let me know. No, I didn't see the dribble stuff. Put me on.
about a minute into the first. From the high post. And
how to get to his spots, and he's a lefty. Plus, this guy is just flat out fearless out there.
Okay, so these are go-tos against the AI, of course.
way outside. An absolute bomb.
Back at the arc.
A moment to hear from Ali LaForce.
Thank you.
First 130 gone here in the first quarter.
Why?
17-foot shot up.
Edwards against Vassell. Vassell against Edwards. That one a
Screens. He will get into a guy's chest, and he's got great strength, which means he can switch on to bigger players. Second chance shot, and here's Brown.
I wonder if this is. I wonder what difficulty this is on, because I see the tempo stuff.
And up. And Stan, when it comes to the core strategy for both of these teams, it's
James Harden should always look better.
all about outside Harden. Launches it from deep, from beyond the arc.
Outside, Levine. Hands it from...
White against Fox. That one fall Banyama. Here's Ellis. And the
Fox against Sharp. Lets it go with the three. It's
Okay. Said the LaMelo clip was smooth.
27 Giannis crossover versus his old one. In 2K27, his crossover got a nerf. His overall launch speed is not that great compared to 2K26. Do you think this change was needed? 2K27 Giannis crossover versus his old one. In 2K27, his crossover got a nerf. His overall launch speed is not that great compared to 2K26. Do you think this change was needed? 2K27 Giannis crossover versus his old.
Okay.
Action on NBA 2K27. Do you think this badge is going to be effective, and is it a W or L? Here's the new seatbelt badge in action on NBA 2K27. Do you think this badge is going to be effective, and is it a W or L? Here's the new seatbelt badge in action on NBA 2K27. Do you think this badge is going to be effective, and is it a W or L?
Oh, somebody dropped. Hold on. Somebody dropped red gameplay.
Shit like that. Shit like that. Shit like that.
Hey Jet. Hold up. Somebody dropped. Is that Rec or no? It's my team. It's my team. Oh yeah, my team. They dropped my team. Okay, triple threat. Okay, I'm about to say what the fuck. All right, so somebody dropped triple threat gameplay. Whoa. Whoa. Somebody count them steps. Somebody count these steps. Pivot still there. Oh no, that nigga Steph. No, that nigga. Hey chat, this nigga took 1,000 steps before. Nobody talking about. Oh, 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 oh. Yo, man, they allowing niggas to just do whatever they want, bro. Listen, I'm praying for niggas like old school people, bro. They had no shots, bro. I swear to God, man, people like Allen Iverson, Tim Hardaway, like all these niggas walk so other niggas can run. I swear to God, bro. Just imagine what people from that era could have had in a bag if they would have had the ability to do some of the shit they could do, bro. Nowadays, bro. Oh my God. All right. 20 hours ago.
a selected category, the more badge tokens you have to spend. The courtside report also says your selected size and position affect which badges you qualify for and how many tokens each badge will cost, which means finding the optimal height, weight, and position is extremely important when it comes to maximizing your badge tokens. Do you plan on maxing out one category or balancing out your build? Badge points are back for the first time in 4 years.
All right. Anything,
Here's the new season.
Shit like that, shit like that, shit like that, shit like that, shit like that.
There we go. Here we go. 4 hours ago. See what we got. What up? Is this gameplay or? Okay, he doing shit with Wild Plus Harden got some much needed pro play rework. Cause yeah, Steve is bag, people new quick styles. You know what I'm saying? Nigga just stopped on a fucking dime. That's a regular jump shot. Okay, but he just letting us know like shit was there, but okay. Okay. Appreciate that link. Let's go ahead and watch this real quick.
Now 2K. Why is a 2K Robot 2.0 doing me like this? Like, look. Look.
Oh yeah.
Look what I'm going through.
Oh yeah.
This is gonna be a long year, dog.
Oh yeah.
My God. Y'all be careful.
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie, that was
Now,
crazy.
2K.
Look at this shit here.
Why is a 2K Robot 2.0
was that Castle?
Doing me like this?
Look at this shit here. Is that Embiid?
Look.
Nigga, that's Embiid. Nigga, that's Embiid, nigga. That's Embiid, nigga. Hey, listen, chat. I'm gonna be honest with y'all, man. It's time for me to go. We've been here for almost 3 hours breaking down NBA 2K27 content. Appreciate the follows, W follows. Make sure if you're watching here on YouTube, please like the video. If you are watching on any other platform, please subscribe to the YouTube channel. That's where we're gonna have a lot of content at. We will of course have streams here on Twitch, TikTok. Salute to y'all as well. Motion, we will probably watch that video a little bit later. I'm about to go upstairs and eat with my wife. This is our first official day with our son being off to college, so it's some much needed, me and her time, you know what I'm saying? So I'm about to go upstairs, kick it with the wife. I hope that you guys have a great rest of the day. Just to let y'all know, tomorrow's content scheduled about 10:30 a.m. Y'all will have me on stream until almost 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, breaking down builder content and stuff like that from 2K27. Around 12 p.m. to 1 p.m. you will see Modern Warfare 4 content videos dropped on my main YouTube channel that you're watching here. And around 1 to 1:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, you will see me go live on all of my platforms, YouTube and Twitch and stuff like that, playing Modern Warfare 4 beta for the Kai Next event. So make sure y'all lock in. Make sure you follow, subscribe, whatever platform you're on. Make sure that you're locked in and tapped in with me. And until next time, I'll see y'all later. Peace.
Long text message, that bitch looking like a book. I know the plot of it before I ever seen it look. Chapter we on, gotta scare, they gotta show. Now I'm the monster you created. I'm nowhere close to being the same person that you dated. I'm so tired of feeling jaded. You see the person that I'm becoming and now you hate it. We switch roles and now you wanna settle down. It's too late for that, my foot is on the pedal now. I never ever wanted to be up in this place. I never ever wanted these hoes up in my face. Begging me slow down, fuck that, pick up the pace. Catching them checks that you wrote in like I work at Chase. Reading your message, you saying that this shit too much for you. This uncertainty is making you uncomfortable. How the fuck this shit make you uncomfortable when you the one? When you the one? I guess it ain't no fun when the rabbit got the gun. I guess when it's my turn, you wanna be done. Consequences heavy on your chest, weigh like a ton. I'm guessing when it's my turn, you just wanna run instead of deal with it. Now you tuck your tail and you run instead of deal with it. You can't live with shit that you done. Looking in the mirror at the monster you created, wondering why I'm not the same nigga that you dated. I'm nowhere close to being the same person that you did. I'm so tired of feeling jaded. You see the person that I'm becoming and now you hate it.